Now zero counts can just spam. Looks like they're gonna spam the freeze gun versus. There we go. Now they're going missiles. Okay. Nice.
There it is. Straight down.
Zero counts is breaking through. Warning looking good. 110 missiles already through the first two Zebs. Feeling pretty safe about this. We could play a little game of guess whose audio is playing right now.
True. Close your eyes though, so you don't see the speaker icon.
Yeah. Fair point.
The high tech speaker icon. I had to go through like 4 speaker icons earlier today because I'd be googling speaker icon transparent background, download it, and it would post with the the checkered transparent background. I'm like, come on, bros.
Oh yeah.
We got this mother brain looking good though.
Yeah, you got.
Yeah, Tarnin's looking great.
Yeah, he got 16 missiles in on that first trio of Frozen Rinka, and now he's quickly finishing it off.
Now the climb begins for Torinin.
It's time. I wanna put the controller down. Escape the
Okay.
big 20.
Grab a refreshment.
I got a nice Dr. Pepper Zero right here.
There you go.
Sponsored stream.
Tekalote is battling some Metroids over here.
GG Turnin.
Nice job, Turnin.
I believe that's 19th.
Yes.
All right, zero counts. Crossing the bridge with the bridge skip. Tekalotes making their way through Torian while zero counts enters in. Tekalote's a couple screens ahead. Nice kill by zero counts there. I mean, they're pretty much maxed out and can just freeze their way through here, but doesn't hurt to get extra missiles, I guess. Tekalote, meanwhile, is going to need more missiles, so they're going to need a farm here.
Trying to get that third Metroid into the cluster.
But they didn't. They didn't jam in there was the problem. Maybe they couldn't because of the top one.
He's still got 50 missiles to work with, so
Yeah.
good odds. He doesn't want to mess with those single kills.
Oh boy, but now he's getting bit by the Metroid.
We have at least 4 Metroids not on the screen, so there's at least 10 Metroid games going on right now.
Tekalote having a lot of trouble with grouping these together. I mean, he just had to use 15 missiles. Didn't get a single missile out of that. It was just really unfortunate, but it was just unfortunate execution there on getting them to group together.
Like Zero Counts has a nice missile count and a really nice health count right now, so it might just go straight through.
Yeah, zero counts shouldn't be spending any
Right.
missiles. They should just go right through to Mother Brain if they can. I think they used those 5 there just to get past the Metroid that was in the way. And they might have to do it again here, yeah. I mean, they should be, if they can, they should be rolling under that, but maybe they can't. Maybe they didn't get... No, well, obviously they got it. I think they were just hoping to just have more missiles going in here. Echolote's got 66. Still not enough. It looked like a good grouping there, and still not getting good fortune. Stuck in a bad loop here, unfortunately. Joe Run's working through Torian now, too. 75 missiles, not enough ultimately to get through. I mean, technically, yes, but obviously now with the farm. But they're picking up missiles, but they're looking for help. They should be getting those missiles up top. What? I don't understand the approach there, but maybe they were maxed out and I missed something.
There's some
Zero counts as a... What's that?
There are some missiles for Tecolote.
Still need some more though.
Yep.
Getting rough groupings here. Unfortunately, not being able to kill 3 Metroids at once. It's really affecting their ability to close out of here cleanly. Hopefully, we'll get a grouping here and they can make their way into the final room.
There we go.
Oof.
All
Still
health.
getting a lot of life drops.
Oops, all health.
Zero counts, just taking their time. They know they're at the
Oh
end.
no, Tecolote. Oh, Tecolote has bombs though. We're okay. Nice, huge pickup.
Yeah, Tecolote is just having so much trouble with grouping these Metroids together, and it's just really getting concerning here. 38 missiles left. We don't want to run out. Not this close.
That's
There
a
we
good
go.
grouping.
There we go.
we're in an endless loop.
Better than nothing, I guess.
I do like the thought process Tecolote does know that like you don't need to kill all. You spend 1 on each one. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got 84. He can finish now with this.
Tecolote says
Meanwhile,
let's
zero
do it.
counts. Yeah, let's go. Zero counts is in a pretty good position. They just got to be careful they don't get knocked into the lava. I think Zero Counts is being very thoughtful about this, which is really smart, and I think we're going to see Zero Counts wrap up soon.
Yeah, I mean, why would you be inclined to take any risks when you're this deep into a run of this length?
Right. I don't want to discount. I don't want to say Zero Counts is out of here, though. 1 E-Tank left, 56 health. Besides that
you can take
E-Tank,
5 more
they
hits
gotta
and a
close
little
out.
bit of lava. That's it.
Yep.
Good freezing.
Yep. We'll close it out here, I think. It'd be darn close.
Ooh, nice.
Alright, it's starting to get a little questionable now.
He keeps having to freeze the Rinkas in where he.
Oh, he's only got 1 more hit he can take. He's got to get this done.
There
Nice.
it
Let's
is.
go, Zero. GG's. Come on. Just don't fall in the lava. Wrap this baby up.
And I was nervous just watching that.
Yeah. The commentary booth is just kind of silent, just hoping all will go well. You know?
So it looks like Tecolote is able to destroy all the Zebatites, but does not have enough missiles left, so it's going to go back and try to farm again. Which is okay, I mean, you know, slowly but surely.
It's okay, but the luck that we've seen, I mean, he's got... I guess it's not so much the luck, it's the fact that when he's gotten groupings, he hasn't been able to kill them all in with those 5 missiles. So hopefully that won't be the case here. Let's see a nice
regression
clean...
to the mean. Regression to the mean.
Yes, yes. GG, Zero Counts. Great work. You've done it. Come on, Tecolote, get a beautiful drop right here. Three rockets just to make it silly. Okay, well you got something.
Do the
Like when you spend-
do the Zibitite cylinders regenerate after you leave the room?
No, so you can
No.
kill those and then come back with enough missiles and then just go through and
Oh,
fight.
there you go.
Alright.
Double missile drop.
Tecolote is ready to roll. Let's go. It's over now. He's got this. He's got fantastic health. He's got 91 missiles when he needs 33. We're good to go here. It's going to take a lot to stop Tecolote. He's even tanking through. He's like, I got this. He just needs the Rinkus to not be a pain in the butt.
That's a good way to do that.
Got Atsy in the bottom left now. In Metroid.
Ooh, takes a death.
Billy's got the
Billet
good
working on
pattern.
Ridley. Yep, very good Ridley pattern. Go Tecolote, close it out.
Takes
There
out
it
Ridley.
is. Another one of our runners ready to do the climb. Each one of these runners, as they do the climb, it's just they all have their own journey that they went through. The games that went well, the games that didn't, the things that they take back, the things they feel happy about. This climb, you can just feel so much relief knowing that for all of that you had to go through, it's over. And that you did it. You did it successfully.
I mean, when I first heard of the Big 20, people basically said it was the Iron Man of NES. So hey, if you finish, that is a very real victory.
For sure. GG's Tecolote. That was a battle for Torian there. Got it done.
GG's to Tecolote, and we got Chill Runs and Torian. Nice little 3 Metroid cluster.
Chill Runs has been battling Torian for quite a bit here. They've got plenty of missiles at this point to at least make their way, but maybe they haven't practiced a lot of the farming.
By the looks of it, he'd like to have more life than that. Also, this is early Torian, so
Right.
a bit of a ways to go.
Yep. Yeah, we can assure Chill Runs there's plenty of health to be gotten in the last screen of Torian.
Just ask Tecolote.
Torian loves to drop health. Yeah, right? Tecolote collected about 7 million E-packs worth of health if Chill Runs needs it.
Well, for now, Chill Runs is just chilling and running.
Very cleanly, too. The Rinkas were really, really cooperative there. This is where we can expect Chill Runs, hopefully, to collect. There we go. That's a very nice setup. Honestly, in that case, you don't even want to move because you don't want to risk not collecting all 3. Because that's what they're going for is health. Although they're going to need rockets now, too, in order to move forward. But either way, they need to collect everything. And they just got some good rockets, so that's great. They got to collect everything anyway, so They'll take whatever they can get.
They look skipping across the lava in Kraid's lair. And no, we do not recommend trying this at home.
Intermittent going right in after Kraid.
Actually, that's swapping to a level engine just now. Swapping the name out.
Okay, level engine, nice.
Yep.
Those GG's on that Kraid kill. That was appropriately aggressive and went very well. Chill Runs is in the final screen. 85 missiles to come in, which is enough to get it done, but you can't waste anything. I mean, you can. It's 73 total that you need, so there is some room for error, but
There's not a lot
really
of
rather not.
repair,
Right, exactly.
See, like this little delay right here after he's pumped 3 or 4 missiles into the Zebutite, that's not something you want.
Because now it's at full health again, right? So those are all now wasted. Yeah. Very easy for a Rinka to get in the way, and you hit a Rinka with a missile.
Or Rinka knocks you straight off the
Oh.
platform, and you got to deal with all that nonsense again.
Felix and the mustard. The nacho cheese. That's out.
Looks like he's gonna missile farm a little, or probably health farm too. Health is getting a little low already.
Yeah, Chill's getting locked into a farming loop here.
Yeah, I think
So
Chill's
could
basically
very
saying,
easily.
give me anything.
Yep.
There's some missiles.
They got the rockets they need, but they definitely want more health. I think Chill probably didn't get enough time or opportunity to really understand the Metroid farming, it seems. But fortunately, they're getting some good fortune with the missiles here, but I think they want health.
Yes, they definitely want health. I mean, one of the Zebutites is already gone, so they don't need nearly as many.
Oh,
They have
the
bombs.
Metroid's
They
on
have
them.
bombs. Let it hit the bomb. Let it hit the bomb.
The only way to get the Metroids off you here is to do the bombs. It doesn't damage them, it just disconnects them from you.
Oh no!
Then you gotta. Oh no!
Well, he still has missiles, at least.
Right. Back to the beginning of Torian. I think you
Back
start
to
with 30
Womps.
health too, right? Yeah, 30 health. So now there's the fear of the Rinkas. And I think a Rinka will always hit you going into the next screen unless you do that bounce into the next room. But, I mean, now obviously he's good with health to at least get into the next screen, no problem. Even if he doesn't know the strat. Yeah, so there's the Rinka that hit him. But he's in a good position. I mean, you'd much rather be farming health than farming missiles on the last screen.
Yeah.
At this point, he's probably just like, man, I just kind of wish I was... I mean, I think he's maxed out at 85, right? Or did he fight both bosses and he could actually go up more and more?
I think he's maxed out at 85.
Okay. Yeah, the ideal is anytime you can be farming Metroids, you want to be farming them when you can group them together, because you can get 3 Metroids together in the screen at the same time. And to only use 5 missiles to kill 3 Metroids, I mean, that could be a max of 90 health you gain, or 75 missiles. I think you get 25 per drop. So, I mean, you can get a tremendous amount if you can group them together. And these screens aren't really the best ones to group them together. It's the last grouping of Metroids here in the screen that Chill Runs is in right now. This one's pretty good, but you can see it can be a little tough too. The last grouping is really the best one to pull together all the Metroids. That's a good grouping.
It's like level engines.
Level
getting
engine
to the
making their
camp
way.
spot. Yeah.
Yep. They definitely are going to have to farm.
Oh.
Whoop,
Oh.
do not want to be caught right
That's
there.
not good.
Oh, he doesn't have bombs, does he?
Oh, no. That's unfortunate.
Ooh. Well, he's still got missiles to work with at least.
Yeah.
But without bombs, you don't have that room for error.
So again, you cannot disconnect from these Metroids. If they connect onto you, you cannot disconnect them without bombs. So for any of our runners who skip the bombs, you're stuck. I think you can leave the screen, but if you don't have the door already open,
Yep.
you're in trouble.
Oh
The
no!
whole engine's got stuck. Yep.
It's like I gotta bring in. I don't know who to replace right now. I gotta bring in Yamban Rodriguez quick.
Chill Runs is working their way through the final screen here. Level Engine continues to work through Torian. Billick is in Torian. Billick is looking in great shape. Full E-tanks, 110 missiles. Just basically freeze the Metroids. Make your way to the end. Don't spend any missiles on any Metroids. Just go, go, go.
Chill Run's making his way into the final segment of Mother Brain's room.
Hambone Rodriguez also. Hambone Rodriguez is going to need missiles, so we're going to have quite a few people right now. Chill Run's meanwhile working on Mother Brain, but we have quite a few people making their way through Torian, and a few of which are going to have to farm.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I don't want to miss anyone's finished Mother Brain, but there's so much Metroid going on.
Feeling pretty good about Chill Runs here. They have great health. They probably have just like 10 or so missiles left on Mother Brain here. Yeah, it's about ready to wrap up. I'm sure Chill Runs is definitely ready. Oh, he froze a Rinka, but he got over it. Okay. Level engine with a good health farm there. Chill Runs. Wraps up Mother Brain. Ready for the climb. It's been a heck of a day. Just what this one last task to do. While Billick works their way through Mother Brain as well. Link wrapped up Kraid. Gets the E-Tank. Level Engine still farming. They're good to go, but they still need health, but they have 150 missiles, so they're not going to have any problem. Missiles-wise. Chill Runs. Another runner finishes 22nd place. GG Chill Runs. Great work. It was a battle. You made it through. You've earned your rest. You've fulfilled your mission. I promise I won't beat that to death, but after I noticed that...
I'm never going to forget it now because this is the first
right?
time you pointed out to me.
Alright, Hambone's got 85 missiles, so they're good to go. Full health, 4 E-tanks. That should be enough. Billick making their way through Mother Brain's lair here. On the second to last, or onto the last Zeptite. Level Engine as well. 104 missiles, pretty much full health, 1 E-tank down. They're in a pretty good spot. This is Billick's sub-race here to lose.
So much Mother Brain.
Yeah, Mother Brain is just getting the short end of the stick today.
I think I could live with it if I had 15 turrets and Rinka cannons everywhere, just keeping me safe.
Right? Hambone clearing out the Zepatite nicely. Billick is working on Mother Brain. And Level Engine's working on Mother Brain too. We got a little sub race here between Billick and Level Engine. Maybe we'll get a nice little climb here, a climb race.
That'd be something. So Level Engine's trying to clear out that center area right there. Give him a window to just start firing away.
I kind of hoped that we would see a
Ooh.
race.
Oh, he doesn't
For
have
the top
bombs.
three runners.
He's gonna have to freeze a Rinka right now. There you go.
Oh no. Okay, yeah, Billick's in the lava. That's not good. But he's got enough health that he can just strategically freeze a Rinka and climb up, but gotta be very thoughtful about this because it's starting to run out. Level Engine takes down Mother Brain. Gonna win this mini battle between Hambone, Billick, and Level Engine. Gonna start the climb. Billick is stuck and he's on his final set of health. This is not good. He's got to jump onto that Rinka right now.
Not working
And
out.
down goes Billick. That is so unfortunate.
Hmm.
Level Engine taking the climb nice and smoothly. One jump at a time. No rush. Happy with the events of today. Got it done. 728. Level Engine. GG, Level Engine. Well done.
Billick's got to start thinking about missile conservation here.
Yeah, this is getting really concerning. He's gonna try and save a little health with the bounce in, and he still got hit, so that's unfortunate. Probably feels like everything is working against him here, and those missiles, like you said, Becky, are just really gonna be a concern. I really hope he's gonna start using them here.
Oh,
Well, it worked out though, so you can't question it when things go right.
Billick can wipe his brow for a brief moment.
I think we just lost what Hambone was doing. Link is making his way through Torian here. Did Hambone reset and do the password? Is that what we're seeing?
Hambone was in Mother Brain, right? Or getting to Mother Brain, so maybe something
Yeah.
not great happened.
Maybe he
Ran out of
grabbed the
missiles.
password
Okay.
going into Torian so he could hang on to his missiles.
Yeah, so chat's asking, is the reset allowed? And it is, so long as it's a password that was in your run. And Hambone was so close. Unfortunately, couldn't close out, so they're entering a password that they were able to see during their run. Billick really needs, and he just got a great drop right there. Got 60 missile drop right there. 90. Okay, so Billick's good missile-wise. Now he just needs health. And he was on Mother Brain, so really he only needs 33 missiles. So he's good missile-wise, and he's just going to be pretty liberal with his missile usage here. He just wants to get a lot of health. Still kind of playing it wise, like, you know what, I can group these guys together, probably pick up 90 health right here. And of course, as the game plays, he gets 90 rockets, and he's... I think he's just like, you know what, great, I got... Oh, no, he's gonna get a little bit more health, it looks like. He's like, I have all the missiles in the world, let's just get a little more health right here. We got Mitch on the screen now, who's making their way through Torian. They are also going to need to farm. They're going to need missiles. They're getting pretty low on health. I think Billick is in a pretty solid position. fairly unlikely that they're going to have any problems with the amount of health they have, but they're probably just like, you know what? I just want to do this once and do it right. So, but knowing Billick and how great he is of a speedrunner, I don't think he's going to have any problem at this point. I think he just wants the insurance.
Another nice little chunk of 60 health.
Yeah, he's good now. I think he really wants to max out.
Oh,
now he's paying for it.
Ugh.
I'm curious if he's just gonna be like, you know what, screw it. I'm good now.
he had his missiles out and didn't realize it. Trying to spawn that Metroid to cluster him up.
At this point, I think. All right, so Billick is
Yeah,
going.
I think he's had enough of those shenanigans.
Yeah, he's fully capable. He's a really great speedrunner. I think he just wanted all the insurance he could possibly gather.
Nice little moves
Link
there
just
by
trying to-
Mitch on the upper right.
Oh yeah, Mitch is making his way. Link is just trying to get a good Rinka pattern here. He's got Mother Brain exposed. 32 missiles to freedom. He's getting some questionable Rinkas here, the way that he was positioning himself. And, I mean, his health is great. I'm just worried that if he's not careful, he's going to take a little dip in the lava there right next to Mother Brain. But he's got Mother Brain finished now.
Man, it's actually really cool to
Another-
see Link and Mitch like so close racing here, because if the team doesn't know here, you know, Mitch and Link were the two that made Chicken of the Farm, which was in a previous Big 20, number 16, and now they're racing each other so
Wow.
close.
And that's a hard game. I couldn't beat that.
Looks like we got
They're
two
both
more
on the climb.
climb.
If Link slips and Mitch could sneak by, that would be that'd be a little bit of a bragging right there. Link's got it. GG's Link.
Fourth.
GG. Link's done a ton of Big 20s, and then I heard that from Billick. I don't like the sound of that.
Oh, I missed that, but man, Billick is he's dealing with some battles today, and that probably explains why he wants all the health in the world. And Mitch closes out. GG's to Mitch 3A. Nice work.
That rounds out the top 25.
That's awesome. I mean, it's been said several times by several of the runners that have come into the commentary and by the commentary as well, is like this Big 20 is an accomplishment in and of itself. There's a point at which you're racing other people, but then there's a point at which you're racing yourself and you're racing your determination to get it done. And you know, at this point, everybody should just be so proud when they finish, because it's an incredible amount of effort to learn all of these games or a large portion of these games over 5 weeks and do what everybody's done today. It's just an amazing show.
Absolutely. Triple health drop for Himbo.
Be good to see Hambone close out. I know they've had some challenges going on here. Do they have 144? No, they have 44. Okay. So they still have some work to do in farming, but I believe that they'd gotten to Mother Brain, so they should only need 33 if I'm not mistaken.
So, dinner is ready, so I will have to depart the commentary booth, but I am grateful to be in it.
Oh, thanks for
Yeah, no,
hanging.
thank-
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Thank you so much. 6th place completionist Packy. Great work today. Thank you for spending so much extra time in the commentary booth. We really appreciate it. Good work.
No problem. Have a good one.
See ya.
Enjoy your dinner. Right. Well, Apollo, I don't know if you have any more friends to join us in the booth.
Not at the moment, unfortunately for you. You just got me. Well, you got me
Right.
and 6 Samuses, so.
Well, there you go. All right, so this is what happens when a color commentary guy does play-by-play.
Fairness, that I think I'm more color than play-by-play too. So you got the double color, and you're
Yeah,
like,
right.
oh no, who's supposed to talk?
Yeah, right. It's going to be a really energetic conversation here. All right, so Hambone working their way through. Billick is all right. Billick is looking really good again. They've got full health, 115 missiles. Ain't nothing slowing down Billick at this point. He's got all the Zebatites open. I think they just have Mother Brain left. Yeah, Dakmoon. Oops, all color. So, I can't see much holding Billick back here. Meanwhile, Hambone's still working through. He's got 46 missiles left.
I don't know if that's going to be
actually
enough
pretty
here.
tight.
Yeah.
No, yeah, no. And they know it now. They got to get out of here and start. Going backwards seems almost harder than going forward here.
I know, right? I think part of the reason is that, like, well, I guess on both directions, like, I think Yogi says it a lot, and I know, like, Metroid McFly said it a lot too, where, like, sometimes it's easier to go faster, because when you slow down, that's when the Rankas catch up to you, whereas if you just keep moving, then, like, they're always behind you. So, you think you want to play it safe, but to play it safe is actually sometimes going fast.
All right, Billick, another try here. I feel pretty comfortable, but it comes down to these Rinka patterns. He's got a pretty good setup here. If he can freeze up again,
Yeah,
that's
that's
great.
nice.
Okay, we should get 5 more shots or so. That one's going to be a tough one. Yeah. I mean, it's just in the moment. It's just so much going on in so many different directions.
Yeah, and only have been playing for 7.5 hours.
Right. Well, yeah, there's also that. It's easy in the booth to have expectations, but people have been working their butts off for 8 hours. I mean, this is hard, but Billick's done it.
Breathe a sigh of relief, Bellic. You only have 1 room left.
Listen to that music. It's supposed to give you a sense of urgency, but that's
Oh,
got to be
it's
like the
such
greatest
relief.
failing here in that. Yeah.
We'll never hear that music the same again.
Exactly. Like, oh dear God, the marathon's over. I've done it. While Billick's climbing, Hambone's got 48 missiles. They should be okay, but they just got to be very careful about their usage here as they get closer to the end. And Billick has done it. 7 hours and 40 minutes. GG's, Billick. You deserve a break. Well done. Congrats, finishing your journey. GG's. Alright, Hambone's got Mother Brain open and exposed. They have enough missiles. They just can't waste any. They gotta be extremely careful here. They have plenty of health too, so as long as they can keep the Rinkas frozen. That one right above. Okay, this is a pretty good situation. At this point, if I were Hambone, take it super, super careful. 0 sense in rushing.
My cat is not happy how much I've ignored him over the past 8 hours. The
My
last thing I
cat sleeps
need.
23 hours out of the day, so
Oh, nice. My cat will
She
only
doesn't
say
even
hi
know.
when he's like, "Oh, pay attention." Okay, I'm gone. The last thing I need is
Hambone's done it.
nice, GG's.
Right. Hambone's got to feel good about that. They had quite a little bit of a battle there working on Mother Brain, so this is nice to see. I mean, and this is a pretty interesting thing is, you know, we're a little bit, I'd say a little over halfway through in terms of the amount of runners that are likely to finish. 7 hours and 42 minutes. I mean, that is a battle, a personal battle for everybody to fight. I mean, that's such a long time to be playing games and working your way through a marathon race. So just amazing work. GG's to Hambone, Rodriguez. Well done. You've earned your break. Your planet may get invaded by more Metroid, but for now, go have a piece of pizza and a beer, or whatever it is that you enjoy.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I wonder on Zebes what kind of food they enjoy. I guess human, right?
Yeah, you know, Samus would probably be pretty delicious. Good source of protein.
I'm
If you're an alien, a
going
Metroid.
through our racers again to see where everyone stands.
Meanwhile, we got a little bit of Dragon Warrior 4 on the screen, and Devil Mike did exactly what I did numerous times, which was walk straight up to that staircase there, but they're on their way into the Balzac fight, so use the gunpowder jar to alert the guard, who's going to go then show us where the secret door is for Balzac's area. Nope. And then they got in front of the security guy. The security guy's not going to go anywhere until they're out of the way.
It's pretty cool that like how this works in the game set up in a way that like you got to make it so he doesn't have line of sight. It's a pretty cool touch.
Yeah, it's like a little subtlety. Makes you think if the developers thought about that, they thought about all the other important things.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that that's not important, but they thought that much into it.
A lot of love coming in. On,
Wow. So Devil Mike just, while they set up Nara with the Sphere of Silence and set up Mara with the Sap, Mara had 18 health, and Balzac did, I think it was a Blaze, but whatever it is, it can do 18 damage to Mara. I had that happen in one of my runs, and killed Mara, so he had to reset. So now he's got to go through all these steps again, set the gunpowder, go back to Balzac. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's only a minute or two, but still, maybe that's about 2 minutes. So it's still frustrating at this point, I think. If you don't level up Mara past 3, I think it's 3, then, it's a risk that you're taking. Let's see, trying to do the bridge skip here. Definitely not easy. I mean, we've seen some runners make it look really, really easy. In this case, Atsy's got the animal frozen a little high there, or actually a lot high. In this case, it's a lot low. They have a lot of health, Atsy does, to try this a few times. They can actually unfreeze it and kind of speed up the process. That's a decent freeze. It might just be a little too far away, but we'll see. When it unfreezes, it'll boost her up, boost Samus up, and yeah, unfortunately, it was just a little too far away to be able to pop out of the ball and get into that spot. That's going to be too high. You can see it just gets. It can be really cumbersome, and if you take the death here, then now it starts to question whether it was worth it. You know, it's one of these things. If you're not really comfortable with it, you're probably best off doing all the bosses so you can do the bridge skip. All right, Devil Mike is back on to Balzac, and looks like Mara survived this round, so they were able to get the sap. And, oh, I think, well, you should have already gotten the sap, hopefully, in this case, but in the Sphere of Silence. In the end, we want Mara to die after doing the sap, so that Nara can't take any physical damage. And then from there, it's a pretty well-scripted fight. Nara just continues to heal. I mean, Nara's got level 6, so Nara's good. And now that Mara's dead, now Nara can't take physical damage, only magic damage. So Devil Mike should be pretty good from here. And meanwhile, Boohender is looking pretty good for this push through Torian. He's got plenty of missiles, looking to get the health at this point. And collecting pretty well. I mean, this is a pretty safe place to do the farm. You hopefully will get 2 Metroids each time, because they connect pretty well together. In the screen that he's walking into here, the final screen before Mother Brain's lair is really probably the best spot, because on the back end towards Mother Brain's lair, there's a spot you can get 3 Metroids with 5 missiles, so you can really kind of accelerate the grind. But this is a pretty good spot to grind. And Boohender's looking really, really good right now. It looks like he wants to just max out his health. Again, I mean, missile-wise, he's perfect. So no concerns at all. Devil Mike's gotten through Balzac, now losing to Kelion, which is scripted in the run. Scripted in the game, so that's all as intended. If you're just watching Dragon Warrior 4 and you've never seen it, and never seen the speed run, then you might be like, oh no, a death, but there's a lot of intentional deaths here. Not always. For example, when Devil Mike lost Mara on the fight against Balzac the first time through, but otherwise, for example, Reluctant Programmer's looking to, I think at this point, take the death so they can do a death warp. Just depends on where they are. And Boohender's into Mother Brain's lair here. Plenty of health, pretty much maxed out, minus 1 hit from Arinka when they enter the room. 155 missiles. There's really nothing that can stop Boohender here if they're fairly comfortable with this stage. Atsy taking an unfortunate death. Combustible Dan making their way toward Ridley.
Dude, the little the womp womp sound that it makes when you die is like, man, it's so sad. It's like
Yeah. And it underplays how impactful it is. It's like it's brutal. Oh no, Atsy. Oh no, Atsy just took a rough death. They just kind of got stuck going for that 5th E-Tank. Like, they were that close to having 5 full E-Tanks and being on their way, and they took a very tragic death there, so. Combustible Dan's in Ridley, waiting for the little fireballs. stay frozen for a bit. Possible Dan is out of Ridley. They're gonna go get the E-Tank, it looks like it. Basically a free E-Tank. Alright, Atsy got the E-Tank they were going for, so the journey was worth it. Devil Mike closes out of Dragon Warrior 4 on their way to Metroid. Very exciting.
Got my eyes on Bender right here. Bender's done some. I've seen a few full runs, and you know, I'm feeling good about this. Bender, I think, is ready to finish this off. Has plenty of missiles, plenty of health. Seems to be taking it fairly safe with freezing the Renkas, so got a good feeling here.
Yeah, plenty of health. You know, they need 33 missiles to defeat Mother Brain. They got 84. Oh, okay. This is
No,
this
we're
is where it
good.
can get a little fishy.
Come on, come on, come on. Get on top. Get on top. Yes, saved. Oh, Bender's doing the speech strat. Let's go. You
Yeah,
can
that
get
was,
right up in the glass
that
and
was-
jump up and down and shoot the missiles super fast.
Yeah, that was a very swaggy way to close out there. I like that.
That was swaggy. I think I was watching Metroid McFly for a second.
Are we splicing runs with Metroid McFly here? Oohender. Wrapping it up. GG's to Boohender, finishes the climb, wraps up the run. Our 28th finish. GG's Boohender. You have earned it. What an effort.
Huge GG. Sick run. I think they did a full run a few weeks ago, and it was like, I don't know, I want to say like 12, 13 hours. I mean, this is chopping
yeah.
5 hours off of that, so.
Right? A little bit of time saved there. It's kind of funny. It's like, you know, we're obviously very impressed by like a Pika or anybody who like sub 5, but then, you know, we start to get more and more impressed by these runners who are pushing through and sticking to it. And I mean, to sit down for 8 hours and play video games, it's very taxing. So very, very impressive. And I think it's just going to get more and more impressive if you see people push 9 hours, 10 hours and still fighting. Like, that's just tremendous tenacity to get it done.
So we're going to be getting GG's to behind there, and going to be getting a McDoodle in on Dragon Warrior. So we are getting a few more Dragon Warrior runs on the screen right now. We still have 4 Metroid. I believe the only 4 currently on Metroid still running, but I am trying to check. Please, if anyone notices someone else that is on Metroid, please call it out, or is close to finishing Dragon Warrior. Oh, I gotta fix.
We got At-Sea going.
Yeah.
At-Sea's going to be going for the bridge skip here again. Or, I don't know if it's again, but it's all kind of a blur at this point. But that might be a little far out there. We'll see if this works. Yeah. It was close. Oh, that's a good one.
That is nice.
All right,
That's
should
looking
be okay this
juicy.
time.
That's juicy looking.
Yeah. That's the sweet spot.
Oh,
Beautiful.
so good.
GG's At-Sea. Let's go. Let's get it done in Torian. Devil Mike getting some early clips here, or zips rather. Reluctant Programmer getting some Vicitors. Vicitors are not something you want to be fighting. We don't like Vicitors. They group up, they call in their friends, they do a lot of damage. If you can't run, it's no good. Okay, At Sea is our next runner making their way through Torian. They're definitely going to have to do some farming, so for now I'm going to stay guarded in my optimism of how this will go. But their health does look like they're kind of in the middle ground. Like they have decent health, they have decent missiles. Like they can be effective here for farming, but you just never know how the farming is going to go. Sometimes these Rinkas can provide really bad patterns. Like you can see now they're down to 2 E-tanks. Like it can become a problem quickly. And now they're having to use 10 missiles here. Oh, they're going to... That's smart. That was good. Forgo wasting 5 missiles and try to group guys up together. So that was a good strategy by At-Sea there. Good grouping, picking up plenty of health, but now it's starting to become a concern about missiles with At-Sea. So At-Sea knows this is a good spot to get the 3 together. And, gets an amazing missile drop. That was fantastic.
That was huge. Huge.
And now it looks like they're just going to go for it. They're just going to go and do as much as they can. Probably at least get the Zebatites and hopefully have enough health. Because they're not going to get any more drops here. Like, there's no more drops. So, no more health. They do got to play it fairly conservatively here because the Rinkas can be a heck of a problem. But missile-wise, they're in a really good spot. Looks like McDoodle's going in for the Balzac fight. And Combustible Dan crossing the bridge. The bridge skip on their way to Torian.
Ooh, some dodges there by At-Sea.
Yeah, you can definitely make this screen look pretty swaggy.
You can dodge a Rinka, you can dodge a missile.
Truer words have not been said.
Oh, never mind. We're still good, though. We're still good. Oh, you know what? That was a swag missile to the ceiling. That one was directed at staff for putting Metroid in the list.
Blast. Okay, At-Sea's got the door open. Got to break the glass and drop 32 missiles on Mother Brain here. He's got some Rinkas that aren't quite cooperating. Combustible Dan's on the way. Said, hold on, At-Sea. I'm on my way.
Chilling. Oh, we're losing a lot of health. We're losing a lot of health. I didn't mean to seem excited about that. Nice freeze. Okay. Where's the next one coming? Nice and slow from the side. Oh, and a random one.
Ooh, oh no. At-Sea can only take 2 more hits, and these Rinkas can come from any one of those slots. It can come in really fast too. Like this is not a safe situation right now.
Okay, maybe a good setup though. Freeze above. Oh, it didn't work.
No! Oh no!
That's a good spot to freeze though. That was
okay.
Great save.
Climbed
great
out.
Save. Six save.
Still can take 1 more hit.
Dude has Cheerios of steel.
There it is. Well done, At-Sea. Let's go. One last thing to do.
Nothing can go wrong now.
Until Apollo says that.
Hey guys,
Yo, Lack, what's up? Welcome back.
Welcome back, Lack.
I'm back. I'm back as a commentator. Zark's been doing a great job, so I guess we can let him go to the bathroom.
You have a hall
Like, you
pass?
missed this climb.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I got to see the finish. That's right. Been staring at Metroid for like 2 hours, 3 hours.
It's been a tremendous amount of Metroid recently. Yeah, it's the darndest thing.
We could have just raced Metroid and
True.
been done. We could have just stopped.
GG's,
Yeah.
Etsy. Well done.
Here we go.
All right, I'll be right back.
It is big GG's. Another Metroid run done.
I wonder how many people had beaten Metroid before this, like had beaten Metroid at all,
It's a good question.
like from the beginning. You know, I wonder how many new.
How many we
Metroid
forced
completion.
people to finish.
Yeah, something like that.
It's like it feels satisfying when you beat Metroid though.
I mean, there's like no downtime. Like even the escape, they put that timer up there, and you're like, oh my gosh, how high is this room? And luckily, it's not too bad. But yeah, this final room in Metroid. I mean, we've been staring at it for hours, but it is no joke. It's just like the way that the Rinkas can spawn randomly from like 4 positions, and they do tons of damage. And it's just a gauntlet.
It really is.
So at sea came in at 8 hours, 2 minutes, 35 seconds, and finished in 29th place. So we're looking for the 30th finisher, and we've got Combustible Dan in the Zebetite hallway. Looks like he's equipped with the Varia. I believe that's what happens when you're purple.
Yeah, I believe so. So between the various suit, good amount of health, got 6 E-tanks, good amount of
It's
missiles.
nice and comfy. I hope he's got his slippers on,
Yeah.
because it doesn't get more comfy than this. 3 frozen Rinkas and just a beeline to the mechanical vein or whatever they call it in the credits. Mother brain.
Some of the rank is being a little rude, but
Yeah, you want to make sure that you want to try to get them out of your way, and then you can freeze them, and that gives you like probably enough time to get like 10 to 15 missiles in.
2 grouped ones there. That's good. We got one more coming.
Yeah,
from
that's
below.
nice. And they're going down too,
Yeah.
so that's even better. You can freeze this one. Nope, just let that one pass by. Oh no! High jump though. See if... Oh, I don't think he has high jump. Okay. Hopefully we can freeze a Rinka here and get out nicely. Okay. Out of the spaghetti sauce.
No salsa today. Sorry.
Oh,
That's a good Rinka though. That's a good.
you know,
Rinka.
I'm watching the live stream, so
Oh,
I'm
okay,
probably
okay.
behind like 30 or 5 seconds or whatever. But I guess I could
That's up there.
bring up yours.
It's all good.
No, this is good.
Just enough space to squeeze through. And we got a down going Rinka. There can't be too many more missiles for. Yep. There we go.
GG. Just make sure you get over that. I fell into that once, so I was not happy.
Do it once, never happen again.
The funny thing is, you can't up A because you can't pause. Like, you can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
All you can do is leave and shoot. So, you'd have to you just basically wait for that timer to go out, which is, a couple minutes. See, I was like, get on the right side of that column, stand there, turn into a ball,
Yep.
count to 5, and then hold left.
Right, back just in time for Combustible Dan to get it done. GG's, Combustible Dan.
GG's.
Fulfilled the mission. We do have a Balzac fight going here.
Yeah, we've been starting to get treated with a little bit of Dragon Warrior amidst all the Metroid.
Yeah. Well, if you like dying on in outer space, how about dying in whatever land Dragon Warrior's in?
Yeah, imaginary land, yeah.
Yeah. I want to say Alefgard or something, but I think that's the first one. I can't remember. I might be completely off.
Close enough.
I don't know what that's from something. So do we have, I see intermittent speedrun going over the bridge. Do we have a lot of bridge skippers today?
I feel like it was pretty split. Like, we saw a lot of attempts
It really was.
to do the skip, and then there was a
Yeah.
lot of bridge skips. So,
Yeah. Honestly, the skip itself, like, I mean, while it is scary, it was more the missile RNG that kind of spooked me. Like, from a runner standpoint, it's like, oh man, get there, and then you don't get any missile drops. But I don't know. I remember seeing a few runners here have bad missile luck. But it seemed that, most of the earlier runners, top finishers, ended up getting pretty good missiles.
yeah, there wasn't anything too crazy, although I can't necessarily remember who it was. There was one part where whoever was in the top left, I think, was getting only health and needed missiles. Whoever was in the top right needed missiles and was getting only health, and it was just, they were taunting each other. It's pretty
Nice.
good. Typical Metroid.
Yeah, there have definitely been times where people had a max of 80 missiles, and you could just tell they weren't quite sure they were comfortable going to face Mother Brain. So I feel like it seems like if you weren't super confident in Metroid taking all bosses, so you could walk in with 4 to 6 E-tanks and 120 or 130 missiles, probably the way to go. And you get the bridge skip.
Yeah, that is very comfy to just roll over that stupid lava pit. Does the Varia protect you from lava damage, or do you still take damage? I don't remember if... Probably not. I don't know if it like halves it or something. I was wondering if that was another like safety you could just have the... if you're getting the Varia, you're probably also fighting all the bosses, so...
Right.
A lot of things that, like, honestly just didn't have time to explore when learning these games. It's like, okay, I can beat this game. Good, time to move to the next game I can't beat.
Gotta use the time wisely.
Yeah.
Chat saying much slower in lava when you have the Varia.
Okay, good. Thank you. Half damage. We've got Reluctant Programmer hitting the high seas. We've got Rupert, who first big 20 for Rupert.
First Big 20. We had a few first Big 20s this year, this event for sure, which is pretty cool.
That's great. I want to sign up.
Natorius.
Yep.
Natorius was a notable first timer, 15th place. Very
Wow,
exciting.
that's very good.
Yeah. As a fan of Natorius, I was very, very happy to see that.
Billick's first one. feel like played before.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I've seen Billick, but like that doesn't mean
If
in a Big 20.
if only we had a website that
If
had
only. If only.
everybody's name.
Crazy, huh?
Let's see.
Isn't that like the Mandela effect? It's like, oh, Billick's
True,
been
true.
in big
Yeah,
parties all
Billick's
the time,
yeah,
right?
he's like 1, 2 of them, right?
yeah.
Okay, no result
He
found.
says in
so-
chat is the first.
Okay,
Nice.
okay.
Yeah, he said this was his first.
Dude, Billick, GG's on that the little Castlevania tutorial you made. I you know, typical procrastinating for commentary. Didn't watch it till last night this morning. Very good tutorial. That's how you make a tutorial. So
We need more good, succinct tutorials. Like Zarky did one for Super Dodgeball. It was good. It was very helpful.
That was fun.
Because you did like an impromptu one, but you had one also from earlier, right? Like you were, didn't
Yeah.
you do one for this, and then but you did one earlier as well?
Yeah, after I got the world record like 3 years ago, I did like a quick, here's the basics that you need to know. It's like 15 minutes long. So anybody who's interested in dodgeball, there's like a brief one that could get you like a 6.5 minute time. But
Mhm.
then I had, with this, there was the energy around dodgeball. And I was like, oh, if anybody wants a critique, I'll be glad to do a critique. And ZG had asked. And so I was like, all right, I'll do a critique of ZG's run. And in that, I really just kind of tangented into, 10-minute conversations about more nuanced strats. And ultimately, it turned into like a 75-minute tutorial, which is great because it covers everything I think someone would need to know. If they care, they can get a sub 6 like literally no problem, and could even push like a 5.3x, maybe a 5.2x. So, it was exciting to me because I was like, someday I'll do that tutorial, and basically it covered almost everything I would have wanted to cover. So I was very happy about that.
Yeah, that's good. There's definitely some strats that like it's a sneaky game because every throw. I'm sure how long does every throw take? Like every time you throw it, you gotta throw it back. Like it's take like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
every
it's like
time
4
you-
to 5 seconds.
Yeah, 4 to 5 seconds. So every time you don't get a triple, like there you go. It's just another throw you got to make. That's how I was thinking about it when I was playing it. That was a fun game. I actually played that casually with my brother-in-law, and he would beat me all the time, but I didn't realize that you could catch the ball. So hopefully I get my revenge on him when I see him next.
It's funny, like, we dodgeball runners never get to do the verses unless you hang out with a friend and do verses. And I happened to visit my friend Heart Prestige a few weeks ago, and we did the verses, and it was like a 25-minute match because you're constantly catching each other's ball. And it's really like we were like, nobody can be Sam, nobody can be the US because we don't want like the cheese strats. So we had to figure out like which characters had the best power attacks and work around that. And it was definitely a battle of attrition, like who would get caught off guard by a special you've never seen before.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think I threw with the other USA guy once, and it like split into 3 smaller balls.
Oh yeah, yep.
That one was fun. Yeah, I think I had a knockout kill with him once because he just got the ball, and the guy had 1 hit. So I was like, oh, let's see what he can do.
Yeah, that game really just comes down to understanding things that happen with the RNG. So if it's something that's unfavorable, you can go, oh, okay, well, that's not my fault. It was the RNG. So that you can at least tolerate the game longer. And then those little nuances like you were talking about, that to me, it's don't make the big mistake. As long as you don't make the big mistake, the run is still alive. And that goes a long way. But it's fun to watch people, and then when people get really good, I start to watch a little more closely, and then I start to play.
Like, maybe you could get a 504 or whatever.
Yeah.
What's the time now? 506 or
504. Yeah.
Okay, it's 504. Yeah. 503. It could happen.
I saw it was JKL and Tom Cabs playing. I was like, all right, if it's gonna happen,
Oh,
it's
man.
gonna happen
Yeah.
now. So, yeah.
two people you don't want to see playing your speed game.
Like you do, but you don't really.
Yeah, it's like,
you
hey,
know?
join, but move on once you do.
Yeah. Oh, you must be
Irrelevant.
exhausted. It's okay. You did a great job. You know.
Oh, you got really good RNG on that run. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Go
Probably
play
like
Legend of
one out
Zelda.
of it. Yeah, probably 1 out of 1,000. Yeah, go ahead, play Legend of Zelda. No.
That's a funny thing too, and I mean, you obviously you have a long storied history, and especially putting a lot of effort into games like Zelda. And it's like, it almost forces you to challenge you, right? It's like, okay, like, can present day Zark beat the Zark that got the 504 or the 515 at the time? So it's like, not only, it's not even you anymore. It's your time or your record, and it's like, okay, in that case, Tom Cabs and JKL were going for it, but then also I'm going for it, right? And so it's a nice challenge for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, with Zelda, that was my first, really main speed game on the NES. I did some SNES stuff first, but I've been running that since 2013 and set a bunch of records. I was way ahead of anybody else for a long time, and then, other players got better and challenged, and they would get close, and I'd kind of push them away, and I get a little more breathing room, and then RC Drone beat the record. That was the first time. I think I had the record for 5 straight years.
Wow.
It was pretty crazy. It was in such a competitive game.
Right.
And then I took it back, and then Green Mario took a record, and I took it back, and then I got beat by Shixel and Green Mario, and I haven't been come close to getting a record again. So just a washed up story. Once upon a time, it was good.
Yeah.
So
Speaking
Washed
of,
yeah, it's
Black
just
Attack.
you say washed up, but we got someone who's not
Right.
washed up on screen right now. That is Intermittent, or Zwegman, finishing the Mother Brain fight, making the escape, and getting a GG.
GG. Oh, that's Zwegman? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I don't know if Zwegman's URL was always this, but
I definitely remember the name.
Yeah.
So
819.
it's a lot of gaming.
Yeah. My longest session now.
immediately ended the stream. There's been a couple of that. It's really funny.
And done.
Mm.
Yeah, I think my longest personal stream is under 8 hours. When I was over Harper Stooge's house, we did, I think, a 11.5-hour session, and my voice was toast, and I still had 2 more days over his house. But yeah, that's a lot of time. A lot of time to game.
Yeah, I mean, especially race setting where you're you're battling the clock, and
Right.
I guess it's different if you're just casually playing. The time can kind of get away from you, but
Right. Yeah, this, you just want to get it done.
I think the game that I was most happy to be done with was Legacy of the Wizard. I had some bad runs in practice where I died to the boss. So now it's just in my head. It happens once, so it's in my head. But that one I was super happy to be done with. I was like, the rest of the games are easy now. I don't care now.
I know we were
Yeah.
talking about first time Big 20s. Grand Designs, bottom right, is another first time Big 20 joiner, a Tetris player, and a challenge runner. This is a little out of the Grand Designs area of expertise a bit, although a great gamer, a little speed running, a little different than what he normally does.
I think he said he did Mega Man Damageless.
Yes, I believe
Yep.
so. There's a few.
Mega Man 1, which that's nuts because I'm getting hit by everything in that
Yeah.
game. So
Yeah, the only thing I know about is getting hit and
Yeah, get hit
just
and press
pressing
select.
pause. Yeah.
By design.
that's right. Yeah, the Damageless stuff is pretty wild.
Yeah.
I guess I did
Oh,
a Super Dodgeball Damageless today.
there you go.
That's one. Check that off.
First time ever been done that way. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paulo and I met Grand Designs this past year at a event, and he's a cool guy. He's got a
Cool.
lot of energy. Very, very passionate about his gaming.
Yep.
Okay. I like to hear it.
But yeah, he loves the damageless challenges.
I have to say, I think Dragon Warrior 4 has to be the most RNG heavy game that's ever been in the Big 20. Like, I don't remember. Like, you could have like a boss, like, you know, like the Chippendale 2 boss, which I had bad luck on today, but that's okay. But it's not like, oh man, you're just gonna sit there. It's not like you're dying over and over again. But this one, I mean, Dragon Warrior is like really.
Yeah, I guess the
Can go off the
difference.
rails.
Yeah, the difference is like RNG in like a Chippendale 2 is gonna bleed time. RNG in a Dragon Warrior 4 is gonna just change your run.
Yeah. Make you question some things.
I mean, if you take it slow and you level up Mara and Nara a little bit, then at least you're taking away some of the risk. But of course, we're not trying to take it slow here, and with that comes so much risk with the RNG.
Yeah, I know that you're only like the goal is to get to the characters to level 3 so that they learn their spells. Nescard probably covered all this, but like I was like get Nara up as many levels as possible because you get extra heal casts, and that was going to help me in the mines or in the Balzac fight. And I think it did. I think I was down to like I used an herb. I was onto an herb at that point in the fight, so the extra level ups I was happy to get. You're getting them anyway after you beat Balzac, so you may as well get them when they can help you.
Yeah, I feel like I had a few runs that I did in the couple days I did it where I didn't even use a medical herb. So it's like you're dealing with some stuff if you're using the medical herbs.
Yeah, that was after heal was used up. I was like, well, I gotta use this now. So yeah, it can go sideways. These little mice, they hit so hard.
Mm-hmm.
And then they
just
their
keep
friends.
They call their friends, and there's more. Like, yeah, Rupert is healing up here, hoping Mara doesn't die.
Oh,
And they just get 4 attacks. Like
Mara just got toasted.
He ran away. You better get back in that town. Oh my gosh. Well, he probably saved, but you're down to basically nothing here.
This is not what he wants, that's for sure. But, he's got to get to level 3 is the problem. Yeah.
Yeah, if Mara dies here, though, then he will go back to where he saved last.
Oh, and Orin's dead now.
Yep.
Not good. Meanwhile, Hero's got Nara dead in Balzac. That's not good either.
That is probably GG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope he saved before going there.
It was in the notes. It's like great time for a safety save.
Right.
Because you're supposed to reset because you can get your wing back. So, well, he's saving now.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, I was just doing it just to better understand the game when I ran it. But if I was doing it in the race, I would be saving at every town, basically, just to be sure.
Yeah, it costs like 8 seconds or so to save, maybe 10 seconds. And you're losing way more than that if you have to walk back to a town. So it's just kind of how risky do you want to be? I usually like in stuff like this where you can lose minutes, I'm like erring on the side of losing seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't mind going for being risky when you're losing, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, but
and like you said, where it's one of the highest RNG games in all of Big 20 history, it's like take away some of that risk.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Especially your relative comfort level. I mean, for you particularly, like there's a handful of games in here where you had some strong relative comfort that it's like, okay, I know this will go pretty well, so I can lose a little time here, like say Mario 2 and Little Nemo and games like that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some, and honestly, I think Mario 2, really the only time I pulled back was on the wart fight, because you can just, like, the optimal is 6 veggies, because it takes 6 veggies to kill wart. So if you get there, you get the first one, you can, like, kill him in 6. But if you just wait 1 cycle, which is 4 seconds, it's pretty free to kill him in 7. You just do the little jump buffer, and then he doesn't even spit a bubble if you do it correctly. So yeah, stuff like that when you're doing long races is usually the what you would do.
So like Grand Design's got Orin. That's the scariest part of this run, is just get to Orin.
Oh,
Doesn't mean it's over, but it means you're much better off.
I got spooked with Devil Mike falling in the nacho cheese, but
Does he have high jump?
yes,
Okay, well,
I didn't
that
know
helps.
that. Yes, it does help. Oh, What
Can you
happened?
even get out without high jump?
I'm pretty sure you cannot. That's why I got spooked.
Without, well, Kraid can boost you out, but I think if Kraid's dead, I don't think you can get out.
Yeah.
People are saying you can.
Okay.
I'm lacking in the skill.
Yeah.
You ball and on-ball jump. Okay. Hero 82 talking to the council.
Interesting
Unsure.
strat. Yeah.
Unsure what's happening. What? He can open the front door in this?
Well, he
I didn't
just
even know you
breaks
could
through
go
every
in
door,
here.
huh? Right?
I didn't even know you could go in here.
Don't know that he's reading the script right now, but
That's okay. He's just. I think Hero 82 famously, Dragon Warrior Randomizer was in the Big 20 a couple years ago. And he entered Charlock in the vanilla game. So like the goal was like 5 minutes or something. And so he beat the entire, or he did just the vanilla game. And we're like, yeah, it doesn't count, but it's still props to doing it. Yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to playing this Dragon Warrior 4, just casually.
It's a
Might be a
sick game.
casual,
Yeah.
might be
Yeah.
a casual week or so coming up.
well, what's
Gotta-
neat is now you have the ROM that can let you, get comfortable with each chapter if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we played when we were testing. We tried Chapter 1, and Apollo did it first try or something.
Yeah, they were talking about it earlier. Prissy and Ness Carnally were laughing about it, that I apparently was a Dragon Warrior 4 god until Prissy made a random comment one day, tried it, and then got my butt kicked for the next 2 hours.
Yeah, he's like, I hope you guys aren't doing Chapter 1, or I hope they don't do Chapter 1. If you pick Dragon Warrior, that'd be awful. We're like, delete cell, because we had already penciled it in.
Who knew Prissy's words were so powerful?
He literally changed this event for the better.
GG's Prissy. Ooh, Reluctant got the good pattern here.
Yeah. Jumped over the fireballs. That was a new trick I hadn't seen yet.
Ooh, is Hero gonna get a King Slime? See if he sticks around. If he sticks around, he's getting the King Slime.
Heck yeah. I want to see it.
Yeah, the King Slime has a ton of HP. Really tough to take down, even with Orin. It's like, I think it's like 4 hits, so might be like 100 plus.
Yeah, we saw someone earlier take out a King Slime, and the King Slime almost took out Orin. Orin had like 3 health left. I think it was like 100 experience and like 150 gold. It was a good haul. It was just, it seemed like it was for the memes. It was very, very unnecessarily risky.
GG's at sea. Thanks for playing. Glad you stuck it out.
Bright Shadow got a King Slime, but did the sensible thing and ran. There you go. McDoodle doesn't get the ideal pattern here, so they're gonna have to do some good damage, but then jump off and refreeze the fireballs. Which is fine. It's safe. It's just obviously slower than the good pattern.
Yeah, it's good when you can like wedge your foot in there. So like I didn't do the select mashing. I tapped left. I was kind of force a habit with save states. Like I didn't want to load my save state.
Oh,
But
right,
if
right.
you just mash select, you can just stand right on top of that fireball and go to town.
Checking
Devil
some,
Mike is in Torian.
Oh heck yeah! I was checking some other runners quick too. Seeing I think I am's on Gimmick. Brother Kyle's on Legacy of the Wizard. Looking for Giants, I think, is on Mario 2. We have some. I think we have a couple Mega Mans going on, a couple gimmicks going on. I mean, a couple Gremlins going on, and one more Dragon Warrior 4.
All right.
Just the resolve at this point, 8.5 hours in, for people to keep going is just amazing. Devil Mike is well loaded. All the E-tanks, all the missiles.
Wow. Nothing can go wrong at this point.
Not one thing.
No. Long beam too? Guess a long beam.
This is like facing Kelion.
Yeah. Yeah, Infinite Mystery is no stranger to really long Big 20 completions. So 8 hours is like, probably go get some water or go to the bathroom for the first time. It's the Iron Man.
Apparently. I mean, it's funny. I know we've talked about him in the Prolifics Discord, Vestin, who's just making a path through all of the Nintendo catalog, and seems somewhat similar to Infinite Mystery in that they'll play anything and everything and just, won't stop until they're done. It's pretty impressive.
Do we know if Vestin is in the race, but it looks like doesn't have their either Twitch Live right now or connected? Any idea if we know their stream? Just to check real quick.
The stream linked in race time is Vestin 2.
Okay.
I don't know if that's an alt. I wonder if they're streaming on their main channel.
I didn't even know if they streamed. I figured they were, like some of our fellow runners that just do offline, but maybe they do.
Yeah, I would hate to. We've been trying real hard to show everyone. I would hate to miss Vestin just because of a connection little issue on race time.
funny because Vestin, I don't know how many attempts they typically put into their runs, but they're very on to the next game kind of a style. But then they have a pretty good Holy Diver run, which of all games is a very challenging game.
Huh.
Yeah.
Devil Mike having a little struggles with Mother Brain right now.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting when you get stuck in the lava here because it seems to lock you into iframes so that the Rinkas won't really damage you until, of course, you're out and then your iframes end. But it gives you an opportunity to get out of there. Devil Mike is really kind of stuck here, but he's got good Rinka set up here to be able to get out. Yeah, there we go.
Oof, we got a chance.
We are down to not much health here.
Yeah, some of these Rinkas come out of nowhere.
They move so fast.
Ooh, I
You
see
gotta
it.
like
Yeah.
King's Line. Defeated by Grand Designs.
There we go.
There you
King
go.
was defeated.
Oh no, Devil's back in the lava. This isn't good.
This is it. Get out. Jump.
Nice.
This is like Pika's clip all over again.
There we go. Oh no. Oh, one more hit.
Oh, get out of there. Get out of there.
What? They got like stuck.
You can get stuck there.
Oh
That's,
man,
game over.
that's brutal. So that was basically just turning into the ball and then popping up and getting stuck there.
I think you can get like damage boosted back in there, and you can.
Oh.
I think you can get an unwinnable situation. We did do that. Sorry about that. We did say what could go wrong. Is this a bridge skip happening here, McDoodles?
What it looks
It
like.
is.
Apparently.
All right, bridge skip.
He's got all the health, so he can take all the time that he needs for now. Oh, never mind.
Well, that's not what you do.
Yeah. That was the one thing we did not want to do right now. Oh, okay.
We're out.
Wow. Found the
do I
trampoline
know?
in the lava. Yeah. Maybe he has high jump boots or something. Like
Yeah, I think
must have. Oh, okay, he's got high jump. Okay. Not expecting to get out. Even the fact that bridge skip is possible is just really cool in this game. Like, I watched the summoning salt video on this game recently, and it was just neat to see the progression with all of the different strats and stuff. And honestly, like how it went from all bosses or classic, which I guess didn't have the wraps in it, to then going to using the wraps and using up A. Like the any percent changed a lot over the years. Nice skip.
It was a really nice skip. Yeah, that Summoning Salt Metroid is it's a sick video.
Yeah.
CHX did a video a couple of years ago called Destroying Metroid that was another good angle on it. Between Metroid McFly and CHX and C. Scotty W just battling over the various things. Yeah.
I wish I was as good at a game that those three are at Metroid. They're unparalleled. So good.
Yeah, CHX was one of the first runners that I started religiously watching, and he played so much Metroid when I was watching it. It was just such a treat.
So I sat with Apollo and Metroid McFly at a GDQ, and they tried to teach me like the early Kraid. Like, you go in with one, you get the 1E tank, and you have to mash him, or you have to kill him with just the regular beam. So, no ice, no missiles. I don't think I did it. I sat there
I was
for a
gonna
while.
say, how'd that go?
Not well. Yeah.
Grade school.
Yeah, Kraid school. That's right.
That was. I remember.
I can still remember I remember sitting there. Like, I can see it in my head.
It was a good. That was a fun time. I think of the weekends or that week. I was able to do it like twice. I think like Angry Lanks just kept doing it. He did it like 11 times.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a gamer.
Yeah.
Not surprising he was able to do that. But it's like, I mean, it's like a choreographed fight. Like, you have to like ball and roll under the spike, and you get pushed back but keep doing damage. Like, it's wild, and you can't mess up. Like, I think if you mess up once, you're basically dead. It's pretty cool to see. You won't be seeing it on my stream, but maybe elsewhere.
Probably the one current place you could see it would be Tecate.
Yeah. He's one of the few that has a sub 10 Metroid time.
Keeping the game alive. McDoodle's in a pretty good place. Devil Mike doing the bridge skip, looking good.
Yeah, McDoodle has 85 missiles here. Has cleared one Zeb, so still needs 65 to hit without losing any progress on the Zebs. So gotta be a little careful. You got leeway, but as we all know, this room does not play nice.
I was saying earlier in the stream, I saw Arcus do a very comfy, not during the race, but during one of his recent practice runs. He did a very comfy room here where he would just nicely set up a Rinka right where he could stand on it and shoot the Zebs. And he did it for all of them and set up very nicely. I was like, wow, he made that look really cozy.
That's what I was trying to do in my first attempt, because I went in with I think I went in with 75 missiles. Like, let's just go.
Yep.
Let's just do it.
We saw that. We were like, Black says he's ready to go.
I'm ready to go. And I mean, I did die, but I did have the missiles. But I was like waiting for good Rinkas. And yeah, McDoodle set up here. Oh, missed one, but
Oh,
probably is like
He's
plus
got
5 or so. Plus
Yeah.
5 on missiles.
That sounds about
yeah.
right.
So I get back in that comfy slot.
He's got the high jump, so the lava's not as big a deal. It's more of an inconvenience. At this point, once he starts getting down to his final E tank, then it becomes a problem.
Oh, I wasn't sure if that one was gonna hit, to be honest.
Yeah, he wasn't either. He was like, I'll shoot one.
One will be good.
No, I jumped.
Oh,
Devil Mike's in. He's got what he needs. He just has to do the same as McDoodle.
all right, we're good now. 11 missiles left.
I shouldn't have killed that Rinka. But he's fine.
Yeah,
Couple
this is
more
good
shots.
now. This is good. This is Mash B. It's over.
There we go.
Don't get knocked in. Okay. Whew. Great feeling. We should have hacked the game to give you 100 seconds to get out and not 1,000. Surprise!
That would have been something. What happens when you run out of time? Does it just like pew 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 pew?
No, the screen flashes white and there's an explosion and you just spawn at the beginning of Turian
Oh, okay.
and you have to do the whole thing again.
A reasonable reasonable response for someone taking 999 seconds to get out of here. Or not seconds, but
Yeah, it's
whatever it is.
Nintendo seconds.
right. What a jam, though.
Oh, so close. Another finisher.
GG's, McDoodle. Let's go.
Well done.
Eight hours and 46 minutes. What a grind. Devil Mike, plenty of health. Just gotta be careful about his missiles. Don't be errant with any of these. He'll be fine. Reluctant programmers into Torian. Plenty of health, plenty of missiles, looking good. Alright, Devil Mike looks like he's just about ready to close the deal here. Rupert's fighting Keleon. We all know that's not going to go well by design. Grand Design's going into Balzac. Devil Mike's got it done. He's got the climb now. Let's go, Devil Mike. Alright, so Grand Designs, Nara's done the Sphere of Silence. Now he just needs Mara to do Sap, which she did. He should be good to go. Devil Mike, in the meantime, finishes the climb. Devil Mike gets the run done. GG's, 849. Well done, Devil Mike.
GG.
McDoodle's got Orin. Wait, that's not McDoodle. Didn't McDoodle finish?
Yeah, McDoodle's out. Need the caption chain. Thumb Bros.
There we go. Thumb Bros. Alright. See if Grand Designs picked up the tarot cards. We did. Nara did some damage.
I was skipping the tarot cards for a while, and then I was told that that was a bad idea because Nara can really contribute with the health because Balzac regenerates health every turn. It's like 20 HP every turn.
Really? Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
so
you gotta figure.
Nara offsets it a little bit if she's able to do like 15 damage.
Right. Yeah, you gotta figure she might be able to get 2 or 3 hits in, depending upon how much health, how many times she has to heal. So, yeah.
Yeah, you really hope to see some fireballs, just to kind of slow the damage. But then Nara takes takes some damage, so
hmm
it's a delicate balance.
Alright, Rupert is out of Dragon Warrior. Grand Designs takes the scripted death to Keleon, so he's on his way. Gotta do a little bit of walking strats to wrap it up. Ooh, we got Vesper on screen now. Vesper Vidya.
Big time gamer.
Oh yeah. If Vesper had his way, the next Big 20 will have Mag Max in it. He loves advertising Mag Max. Not a bad little run. 7.5 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, it'll take you. Not. I mean, if when you're doing your quest, that's an easy one to slip in.
No comment. Actually, I know nothing about the game, so I can't say anything.
Yeah. Yeah, always excited to have a short speed run to do.
Got a Reluctant Programmer. Also, I believe potentially another first Big 20. Getting through Mother Brain, getting out of Metroid.
Coming to a close.
He's done. GG's
GG.
Reluctant Programmer. 8:52. It's funny, like the magnitude of each subsequent runner finishing just feels a little bit bigger. It's like crazy. We're coming up on 9-hour runs. Like these guys are giving it their all.
Yeah, really giving it.
Guys and gals.
Yes. Yes. Oh, we got gremlins on the screen? Let's go. Gremlins was a super fun run to learn. It's very tough. But like when you hit some of those sections, like especially level 5, like you're. But like when you hit some of those sections, like especially level, it just feels so good.
Yeah, I was gonna do that this past week, but I got stuck in Twitch VOD replacement
Oh yeah,
grind.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you had how many videos did you do?
well, according to Ness Atlas's spreadsheet, I had 840 or so, and I think there was one homebrew I couldn't switch over because of release date issues that I gotta get resolved, and then there was one SNES game where the YouTube videos get outright blocked. So I'm gonna get it down to like 10 from 840 or so. But yeah, I'm done. I don't have to do much of anything else, which is a big relief.
Yeah, that was just a big pain to have to do that. I mean, it's better to have that stuff backed up on another source, but
Right.
really was just a big hassle to have to do that this past week. But hey, Twitch is great.
Right. Yeah, now it's like literally just the streaming platform, because like you said, it was my second source of backing up all those runs, but not anymore. But you know, I honestly, like when I want to look at somebody's run and I can pull it up on my phone on YouTube, it's easier to pull up and fast forward and rewind and everything. So
it's a much better VOD platform. Streaming though, well, it's the best.
yeah.
So we got Rojo or Rojo. What do you think? I think it's Rojo or Rojo.
I'm saying Rojo, but
Yeah, probably Rojo.
His name could be Ron Johnson. Rojo.
True.
Just just doxed him, but oh well. Robert Johnson.
Ron Johnson.
Yeah.
Rojo Vision, Rojo Vision. Either way, it's a catchy name.
Royo Vision for the Swedes.
There you go.
Royo. The Yumpers. Zarky had some pretty good times in some of these games that were in the list. Like, you got a good Batman time, Gaiden 3. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
Dodgeball. No desire to join?
I had the inner turmoil. I was like, oh man, like I know a lot of this front half. But I knew I was going to lose 2 weekends at least to various things, and it was just going to be a lot of stress to put on myself. So I'm really kind of leaning towards whatever the next, whether it's a big 20 or whatever. I think I'm hopeful that things will align and I can be a part of it in that way.
I mean, maybe a little teaser, but I mean, we do have some things coming up. So, we'll be here.
I'm trying to remember. I gotta go look and see what they are. Then I could say, yes, you would want to do this.
Yeah, actually, I honestly don't know if you will or not.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not.
A big 20 ColecoVision? Yeah, I don't know. I'll see, guys. Maybe.
Best of Coleco.
Yeah, there you go. If we know Aaron 2U2 will be the instant favorite.
Aaron 2U2 of Prolific's fame.
Indeed.
If y'all are watching and haven't heard of the NES Prolifics, it's kind of it's like a leaderboard and just kind of everyone who has speedrun any of the NES games, and assigns points to each speedrun based on length of the game and how many runners there are and your place, and then it adds up all the points. It's a pretty amazing endeavor, and has actually probably spurred I don't know, I'd say like 20 people to like do probably 50 more NES runs than they may have done without it.
Oh, easily. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Zark is our current fearless leader. I'm catching up, but I didn't do a good job this month, so.
I'm keeping the seat warm for you.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be there. You'd be parked there for a while.
Yeah, you didn't do a good job this month. You only ran, 15, popular games that you can post SRC times for while I was sitting here.
I did, yeah, I did. So I do like keep track of it, like, or in my own spreadsheet. I'm like going and looking up the leaderboards and seeing, oh, okay, now I have this many points. Like if nothing else changes, obviously it does, but February was a decent month. I mean, it wasn't like 11 or whatever it was last month. Like 4,000 or something, but we got a few thousand this month. Pretty solid. Solid month.
There'll be some good movement. I'm actually going to drop out of first, I think, because of all my currently resubmitted runs, so that'll be funny. So it's going to be Toad back on top.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I guess Aaron might be doing it tomorrow. So anyway, if you're interested in that, go check out shout out Aaron. If you want to see it. Yeah, it's a fun like meta game on speedrunning. So it definitely has got me interested in more games. Like stuff like this and Prolifics has like expanded my NES speedrun library, because I would usually just pick games that I played as a kid. I'd rarely ever like try new games.
What I think, the most valuable thing out of all of it is it pulled together a few groups of us gamers and kind of put us all together in a central place to, bond and battle and, pick games from each other and learn from each other. So that's been really the primary cool part about it. But then exactly to your point, like I had planned for this past year to be one where I was like, all right, I'm really going to start to do more licensed games. And then it was like, this list came along. I was like, perfect. I can use this as a template for my path through those games. So it's been a fun journey.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to be able to do a speed run and then be able to speak to it.
True. I don't, Wrecking Crew is one that wasn't like the main prolific category or whatever, but I did get the first coin, or the coin on the first hammer in
nice.
In my run on the first one. So I don't know what my time was, but might have to go retime it. I doubt it was the is it 146 or whatever it is.
Oh, you have an awesome time in that anyway. So.
Oh yeah. I grinded that out for a bit. Wrecking Crew is a fun game. I'm looking forward to doing the 100 phases.
I feel like I have to do that at some point because
Yeah,
I
just
did the
just
10.
once, you know.
Yeah, I did the 10 just to kind of feel it out. I think I got like a 507. I was like, that was actually kind of fun to go beyond the high score.
Yeah, it's fun to do that, like the hovering with the hammer.
I didn't even know that existed. I saw it. I was like, what is that?
Yeah, apparently you can do that. I wonder if that's just a byproduct of being able to swing the hammer so fast.
Yeah.
Not sure.
But it seems like, you know, you could watch some of those currently existing runs, the 100 phase runs, and just kind of take notes and set save states. And I mean, getting through the first 10 stages, you can kind of, you know, okay, I know what I have to do on this stage. So now just multiply that by 100. It's a lot, but I think it would be pretty doable.
I think we should do a blind race of it.
Oh, baby. Let's go.
Smart Alex seems like he's in. He said he's tempted. Now there's race time points associated with it, so. That's one thing I kind of wish would come back, because I feel like in the speedruns live days, like races for games, like blind races would come up a lot. I mean, I guess that was years ago, so people hadn't had the same exposure, but that was always fun. Just having like, okay, we're gonna race this game on this day. Let's just do it.
Yeah, I know there's a number of communities that have done like little race things like that. Like Natorious has set up things where people would do Chippendale runs, like races on, you know, Friday nights or whatever. The Gaiden crew would have Ninja Gaiden races on Friday nights. It's
Yeah.
kind of cool to see the little communities just kind of come together and just have little casual races and such.
I did a lot of Super Metroid. They did Friday night races every week, and I would do a lot of Super Metroid stuff.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
Asmati wants to do Wrecking Crew. I think we should set this up. We got 4 people now. Let's just do it.
I mean, if you
Don't
can...
look at anything. Don't look at any puzzles. Don't practice. You're on the honor system now. So you putting up an hour and 10-minute time, we're gonna be looking at you funny.
instant second place on the board. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little fishy here.
I think there's only 2 or 3 people on the 100 phase board. Last time I looked. Yes, Wrecking Crew, 100 phases. 100 phases. You get infinite retries, so not impossible. So we have a hero up Aang back to the start. Looking to get some resources. We've got Rupert. Looks like he's going towards the ice beam, trying to find some missiles as well. We've got Rojo fighting the demon gremlins in 5-1. Grand Design showing off the long beam. Hero gonna grab 5th E-Tank here. 93 missiles. 5 full E-Tanks. That's nice. We've got some shopping from Thumbros. Looks to be rearranging some inventory. To get the tarot cards on Nara.
think I'm going to take this moment to bid my fair adieu. It's been a tremendous amount of fun, and I mean, this team that put this thing together was incredible. Everybody I was in the booth with was amazing. I had the time of my life. I really appreciate it, and Lack, thanks for tagging in here. But
Absolutely, yeah. Thanks for your help today. It's been you're great on the mic, so look forward to more best of NES stuff with you.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Alrighty, well, thank you, Lack. Thank you, Paulo. Thank you, the rest of the team. Thank you, chat. I had a good time, and I'll see you again very soon. This is Arconis signing off.
GG's. See you
See you,
later.
man. Today I learned that his name is pronounced Zarconis and not Zarconis.
That's fair.
But now I know. Man, how many times have we seen an enemy get popped on Metroid? Like
Not enough.
thousands. I do want to go back and count the number of encounters I had in Dragon Warrior, because I think it was the highest I've ever seen. It was,
Of course. It's because we showed
awful.
that clip during the clip show.
I had to get both ends of the spectrum. Where I'm walking through the cave and I'm like, did someone turn the encounters off? Is this a joke? All right, Thumbro's gonna head up to fight Balzac. We've got Vesper on the Balzac fight, but looks like someone is dead in his party. And that is not going to be good. Oh, no, that's Keleon. Okay. So he's already finished the Balzac fight. Excuse me. And takes a quick death from Keleon. And we'll start his 2-minute cutscene to the end of the game. Any other post-boss cutscene fans in the chat here? You've beaten the boss, now get to walk to the end.
I can't remember whose stream it was. It was recently I went in, and they were all just bashing it like, I don't want to sit through this minute. Listen, yes you do. Right before
Well, listen.
Metroid? Yeah, you do.
You didn't have to, you only had to in the race.
That is true.
You could have stopped your stream, or stopped your run, and just added the time if you wanted.
Yeah, we are past the 9-hour mark, and people are still going strong.
Infinite Mystery is not shown on screen right now, but it's Yumitaro. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay? Just sitting on the last level, just staring into the ice world. Need to see what the best ending looks like. I've actually never watched a run because kind of wanted to do it. But I guess you have to find all of the secrets on each of the levels.
The best ending tricks are nuts.
And it's like actually hard to like, 1, to find where the stuff is, and then
Yep.
2, to get there.
Yep.
I think I found one like in the ship level.
The ship
So
level,
you can,
yeah,
like-
you get shot
You
to
could
the
like ride the
left.
bird.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to shoot to the left. Oh, okay. Isn't there some I think I watched Cool Kid do. It was it was the ESA Big Ten race, right? It wasn't Gimmick in that,
Yes.
and he like tried some crazy like bomb jump to like go under a platform.
Yes, that's where for best ending you need to make that jump, and that's after doing a crazy jump in the first stage. And now with SPD Wolf's best ending world record, you have to do a crazy jump in the first stage, then do that skip on the right side of the first screen that he does, then do the bomb clip, and then do the crazy jump under a platform in the ship state. Like, it's a nuts run. Also, we have a friend here. Takate saw some Metroid and was like, "Let me in."
Hey,
Exactly.
Takate.
What's up, Black? Hey, Paulo. Hey, everyone. And I just wanted to say I've been watching these Metroid runs, and everybody is doing such a good job. This is a really difficult speed run to learn, and just getting through this is an absolute accomplishment.
Yeah, it's Metroid's the fact that it's the ending to these 20 games, and like it's got to be satisfying for all the runners to get through it for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And we've seen so many different routes. We've seen all bosses. We've seen one boss Kraid first, one boss Ridley first. We've seen bridge skips. We've seen all sorts of things that has shown off just the wide variety. And if you go to the Metroid speedrun page, that's why we have so many categories, because this game can be played and beat in so many ways. So there really should be a category for everybody.
I mean, technically, any way to beat the game is any %, and that's what we got.
Exactly.
What do you think about Hero here in this Mother Brain room? Give me your thoughts.
Yeah, Hero has a boatload of missiles, so just missiling their way through. Looks like they've got all sorts of power-ups here, which is going to help. And I think should, as long as they can get this last Zebtite, this this
Like his
block
pesky.
here. There we go. So now we've got 74 missiles left for Mother Brain. Mother Brain takes 33 total, one to break the glass and 32 more hits. And great freeze there, double freeze by Hero to get those two Rinkas that were kind of off to the right there. So yeah, really nice setup here.
Oh, fell in the juice a little bit here, but hopefully gets out.
Yeah, falling in the juice is tough.
Mm,
Oh no.
oh my gosh. Oh,
yes.
we've made
There
it
they
out. Okay.
Yes, yes.
All right, we're through.
There you go. Fire those missiles. So, Takate, you have a sub 10 in this game. Is that correct?
That is correct. There are
How many attempts did it take you to get that?
honestly not very many, because
Look at this
I've
guy
been
bragging.
Well, it's kind of unfair because I pretty much just exclusively ran all bosses for the longest time.
Right.
And so, any percent is just a fraction of all bosses with just adding in bridge skip essentially. So it really didn't take long at all.
Okay.
One of these days I'll come back to any percent and improve that time. But I was just happy to get the sub 10.
Yeah, that's a monumental accomplishment. I mean, the best time for any of our participants in this race was, I think Pika had a 15 something.
Yeah, I believe a 15:04, and I think PJ had like a 15:40, which is really, really good time for marathon strats. When you're considering grabbing all these extra E-tanks and extra missile packs to make sure you're safe, it's really good.
We're down to the end here for Hero. Oh no! Fortunately, still has some missiles, so we'll be able to farm. Hopefully, get some more missiles back. Also, probably would have been nice to note that password
Yeah,
in case
definitely.
there is a problem here getting missiles. But yeah, but not only did they get a 15, but they got it, in a 5-week span while also learning 19 other games.
Absolutely.
So, that's pretty cool. It is wild. Like we put this game in, we're like, okay, any percent. And we put the time as like 9:12 is like, that's what the time is. And so, it was in our calculation, but we knew that no one was ever going to even get close to that.
Pretty crazy because that 9:12 it's beatable, but my goodness, it is going to take something impressive. I know Scotty was grinding for a 9:12 again for a little bit and couldn't quite get it. Like, we're at the point of Metroid where each improvement is just going to be minor incremental improvements.
Yeah. Maybe like a Mario 1 or something. You know, just that fractions of a second coming off.
Yeah, exactly. It's getting there.
That is exciting,
Let's
though.
see. Hero went back out to farm up missiles in a little bit safer way to not have to use missiles to get missiles. So that's one strategy there. But yeah, like you said, maybe noting the password would be ideal, because then you can kind of just go back to a spot you already were where you had enough missiles. And it looks like everybody else is still working their way toward or through the game, but Hero was the only one who's gotten to Torian so far on our screen here. Black, what did you think of? I see some Gremlins on our screen as well. What did you think of Gremlins 2?
I really enjoyed that game. I had never beaten a game before Big 20. I played it. It was in Big 20 number 4, and I was learning that one when it was announced, and then I didn't participate. But I did get some exposure to it. But it is a really fun game. Music's awesome. Just jumping around, and I don't know. I like the movement in it. It's
yeah, I do
it's
too.
fun.
I've never beaten it myself. I've played a stage or two here or there, but I think it's really fun, and it's definitely one game. I wish I had time to participate in Big 20 this time around, because I absolutely love this game list. All 20 games I really think are fantastic selections.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, we worked really hard on this one. I mean, we wanted to do a good job. We actually had a completely different idea, and we switched gears about a week in. So, we'd put a bunch of time into one thing, and the joke is that Looking for Giants is on staff as well, and with me and Apollo and some others, but we were the ones who worked on this games list the most, and so we would come up with something, and then we would go to bed, and Giants is in Mountain Time Zone, so Apollo and I would get up and we'd start talking. We were like, "Hey, how about this idea?" We'd like completely change everything. So, but you can thank Looking for Giants for Gremlins. She was the one who really wanted it in, and I'm glad it got in.
I think Rojo would be not thankful at the moment. So
Yeah, this is a very tough screen. Like, you really got to know what you're doing here, and like the key here, if you're just looking to get over that, is you can jump up to that little alcove, and that saves your progress if you fall off the conveyor, which is a strat. I think I did in this in the run today.
We have a buddy of mine on screen, Rupert here. Rupert, well-known Mario player, speedruns all the Mario games, and so I'm sure he was quite happy with SMB2 on the list, but he had 19 other games to learn, he said.
Yes. Yeah, Mario only gets you so far in Big 20.
Yeah, exactly.
We were talking about all levels for Mario 2, but the list was already growing.
I was excited to see a lot of Princess only in the Big 20 number 13, when you had to do just one character as the category. That's what I chose, was Princess only.
Yeah. So you did number 13. Have you done other ones?
That's the only one I've ever done.
Oh, okay. That was the one to do. There was over 100 entrants in that. Big
Yeah,
20.
it was.
I felt like everybody who was still speedrunning.
A lot of
did
people,
it.
had a good head start on that game list just because it was all the classics, right? So made it a little easier. But I'd like to do another one. I always have the NFL season starting up right when the September-ish Big 20 is, so that I'm gonna give it a go this time.
Yeah. Well, we need to have Big 20 when football's not happening. Clearly.
I know, right?
Big 20 is a baseball sport, maybe, or a baseball event.
The boys of summer,
Yeah.
the speedrunners of summer.
So Hero's farming up some more health here, has plenty of missiles, and man, the RNG luck that we've seen for some people. I remember Tecolote just seemed like just always got health drops, but Hero has been getting plenty of missile drops when they want help. It's it just the game. We always say the game just seems to know and give you the opposite.
Oh, we got a GG on Gremlins.
There we go.
Nice. On to Mega Man. Such a tough game. Mega Man 1, just very difficult.
Yeah, brutal. I actually beat it when I was younger, and that was the first time I'd ever beaten it until I did the Big 20 number 13. And the category for number 13 was just beat the Robot Masters, but I ended up doing a full run just to say I did it.
Yeah. Check it off.
All right, Hero's back up at Mother Brain's glass.
Get good Rinka patterns here at least to hopefully get out. Of course, I say that. Oh wow! Oh, this is so close.
That's a good freeze.
Yeah, definitely. You're sitting in lava, but the first thing you should do is not panic.
Yes.
You should just sit there and pop out, wait for a nice Rinka to come out, get you by. How hard is beating this game without the ice beam?
Without the ice beam, very difficult. You have to first get what we call the zombie glitch, and
I've seen that.
then you have to get through that zigzag room with the Rinkas all flying at you without taking a hit, and get through all of this Mother Brain stuff without taking a hit. It is incredibly difficult. I would say, the best runners can do it maybe 1 out of every 5 to 10 times if they're lucky or get all the right stuff to happen, but it could sometimes take them 20 or so times just to even finish a run, and that doesn't mean it would be a PB run, right? So
Right, just to finish, yeah. Well, Hero is going to finish.
yeah.
GG. Did you ever lose a PB pace run on the escape?
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Did you do the weave where you would do the spin jump and kind of go through and do like an S curve, or did you do the ledges where you jump straight?
I do the straight jump now. I mean, when you first start, definitely do the spin jumps. It's just much easier and it's not that much slower, but when you're trying to get every second, you got to go with the ledge jumps.
Mm-hmm.
So GG's to Hero, completing that.
Congratulations.
Yeah, another Big 20 participant completion.
Yeah, our 35th finisher. We have 3 DNFs, but we still have a number of racers left. We have 15 people still playing games. And we've got, if you're like, hey, I need someone to watch all night. I need entertainment for the next 12 to 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I would go check out Looking for Giants, Infinite Mystery, and Zarnax 42.
Yes.
We have, and there may be others, but those are the 3 that I've got up. And Zarnax is on Deja Vu right now. Infinite Mystery is playing Legacy of the Wizard, and Looking for Giants is on Husnik. So lots of gaming happening.
So 3 different games you just mentioned. We have, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 Metroids up on screen. We have 2 Mega Mans on screen. So lots of different games still going on.
Yeah, I'm seeing parts of Metroid I don't think I've ever seen before in Vesper's screen. It's I don't know if it's on the way to get like Screw Attack or something, or I'm not sure what is even over this way.
As we're looking at some of this Metroid gameplay and a few Mega Mans, we pulled in finisher from a little bit ago. Been done for a little bit, but Let Create, GG's. Still awake, huh?
Thank you. And thank you for the best of NES team for for the race. I mean, it's been one hell of a run. I mean, you will probably saw because I was on the big sim for like a lot of the time. But like, oh boy, this mother brain just looking forward to weeks of therapy for that. The craziest thing is that I was like after. But the reason I'm joining like so late after finishing is because like I went. I mean, first of all, I rested for a little, then I went to get a snack for celebration, and then I took a nap. and
Well
I just woke
deserved.
up. Yeah, I mean, it's 6 hours of NES madness. That's what it'll do to a man. But yeah, yeah. I mean, my personal goal for this was like, 5 hours 30. Couldn't quite get it, but also I think I severely underestimated myself because even despite all the blunders, and not just in Metro, I had like many blunders in many games. Like for example, Wrecking Crew, phase 9 killed me.
Oh no.
Yeah. And that's
It's always
one-
fun to start off with a blunder in the first game.
Yeah,
as
the
you put it.
first game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good feeling.
Yeah. Honestly, this is like the second time in a row for me that like I joined the race and then I immediately blunder on the first game.
I'll get it out of the way because they're gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
You got a top 10 finish though, and that's
Yeah.
nothing to be. Yeah, obviously games could go better, but I'm.
Yeah, like that's the point. That was the point I was just getting at because like even despite dying on Mother Brain and running out of missiles and losing 20 minutes or 15 minutes for like just having to reform all my missiles and health from scratch, I still managed to glitch out top 8. Like I was that far ahead of everybody else. So you know what? In that sense, I think I'm actually pretty happy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever time the time that you get, being able to even like mentally do that after dying and saying, "Oh, I have to go get all of my resources back," and being able to finish. It's, you could have easily just given up, thrown the towel in, but you didn't.
Yeah.
So. But I
Yeah,
got a
like,
question.
I-
Did you do cut first in Mega Man?
First, I did cut first, yes.
Okay, good. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I said I wasn't gonna do it. I said I could do it, but I didn't want to. I didn't. I'm too scared. Too scared.
Yeah.
Did
like,
you have any other games that went especially well for you?
So well, there are 2 games that I actually got PBs in. One of them is Spasnik. I beat my PB by like 30 seconds, and
Oh,
then
great.
the other one is Deja Vu. I actually did like really well on Deja Vu. So it's like, yeah, my run, like on race they had a lot of blunders, but also I had a lot of stuff that went really well. And I think that's ultimately what allowed me to finish in less than 6 hours, which is still a massive accomplishment for a list of this caliber.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, and clinched out like 8th place for the second time in a row for me.
Okay. There you go.
Back to back number 8s. That's pretty good.
What was your favorite game out of the 20? Do you have a favorite?
Like I would say between probably Wrecking Crew, but also really enjoyed my time with Mega Man 1.
Very good. Had you played Wrecking Crew before?
Casually, like a few times, like several years ago, but
Mhm.
obviously on emulator only. This is like I think my first time actually playing it on console.
Did you get an EverDrive or something?
I got an EverDrive like last year actually, like a couple of months after I did Big 2D number 18.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I mentioned this before, but it's uh, like that race, and also the Tetris competitive scene, because I was just starting to get interested in that as well. NES Tetris, I should clarify. Like those two were the factors that ultimately motivated me to get it. A real console and a Never Drive.
Great.
With it.
Feels
I have
good,
to ask,
doesn't it?
do you have a Tetris high score PB?
Yeah, it's 1.1 million.
Wow, that's
Wow.
impressive.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I
Mine's
got
like
it.
300.
I'd be
something.
happy with 1.1 thousand.
Yeah,
Only half kidding.
that's great.
I mean, like NES Tetris is such a difficult game to get good at that. But like honestly, like be happy with whatever score you get. Like when I got my 1.1 million, like I remember because I was at a friend's house, and so I was like, and like I think two of my friends were watching me, and then like I topped out. I was like, dude, that's like my best NES Tetris game like ever. and it was like, really, no way.
So
So
you're
yeah.
are you from Chile?
Yes, I am. I know.
Okay.
I know it doesn't seem. It may not seem like it because of my accent. Because my father is European, but yeah, yeah. I am from Chile.
Cool. Are there like is the NES, is it popular there, or do you have other people you play? I guess you said you were playing with some friends, but are there many other speed runners in Chile?
As a matter of fact, yes. Because just a few weeks ago, I was at a speedsters meeting because there was like a local speedrun marathon event thing. It was actually my third year going to that an event like that. Yeah, so
Very
Cody
cool.
mentioned Edo. I actually once tried to convince Edo to participate in one of those marathons, but I think he lives overseas, so he wasn't able to go. Also, Saplets as well, and and there are also a lot of just very legendary, very good speedrunners from my country. Like Badab, for example. Like by the way, big shoutouts to Badab, who because I was practicing the big 20. Like the time during the time I wasn't doing runs live on the camera at the marathon. I was practicing big 20. Make great use of my time. And I think it's Badab, and like Badab was there, and he has like top 5 time on Strider, and so he watched me play. And I decided to let him pick up the controller, to let him do a run and show his skills. And he's just really fast at setting up the zips. Like he easily beat my PB by like 30 seconds. I did PB improve my Strider PB like 2 more times since then. But yeah, Badab is just another level of Strider.
Yeah, I see him now. Yeah, 349. That's an insane time.
Yeah,
He's also played King Kong, so very good person.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just very chill. Like everyone in the Chilean community is just incredibly chill. Like not just him or Edo or the other people we mentioned. It's like everyone is generally so chill. Like I just think I could have asked for a better local community. And yeah, it was also really fun talking about the big 20 with them.
Yeah, maybe get one of them to join. That's great. You got a local community. There's like no speedrunners where I live. I mean, I'd have to travel, but no, not in my like city. But
Damn.
Yeah, it used to be that way when I was used to live places, but moved and don't have that now. But that's fun to be able to speedrun with people like in person. It's something I haven't done in a while.
Yeah.
Maybe again someday.
Yeah. Oh, one other thing I also forgot to mention because I was also practicing lawnmower.
Heck yeah.
And it was another runner of the game saw me playing, and so we just talked for like an hour about the game, and we basically decided that one of these days we're going to do a lawnmower race,
There
possibly
you go.
even on one of the future marathons.
Awesome.
Eh,
It's like Apollo's dream right here.
It is my dream.
Yeah. So while I'm here, so a couple more things about my run. So Dragon Warrior 4, I wiped in Orange Cave,
Oh
but
no. Yep.
but it was really weird because like I wiped after obtaining Orin, but before getting the Spirit of Silence. So I mean, at least I didn't have to instant reset, but I still lost like a sort of like I think maybe 10 minutes.
That loses a lot of time getting back in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That happened to me in practice once where I died after getting Orin. So yeah, there's never really a safe moment in that game.
Yeah, I mean, I hope. So, like, I know RNG in big 20 races is sort of like innovatively, because like almost every NES game has some random element to it. Just to shake things up, which is like obviously it's great casually, but for a speedrun is like it's terrible. But like I hope like any future big 20s like please no more
No more Dragon
Purple
Warrior.
RNG like this, please.
This was a pretty, yeah, I think a lot of people do feel that way as much as great of a game as Dragon Warrior 4 is. That this was pretty tough RNG to have to go through. But that honestly, like, we had some people who are against RNG, some people like it, and we kind of went, that was a big decision whether or not to include this. So like we wanted an RPG in, and it was either this or Final Fantasy 1 or Dragon Warrior 1. Like those were the three games that kind of had already been in, so we were like, let's put in 4. 4 is great. So
I will say I'm glad out of like all the RPGs to choose from, I'm glad it was this one, because I also really enjoyed my time with this one in when I did the 18 race. Whereas Final Fantasy, I kinda didn't enjoy as much where when I did once for the big tournament number 19. Like it kind of like Final Fantasy 1 really kind of shows that kind of early RPG weirdness, whereas Dragon Warrior 4 is like it's like basically a result of the developers. Okay, we have experience making 3 of these. Let's put our experience to full effect. So it's a really polished game. So I'm glad it was that. Also, yeah, really brutal RNG.
yeah, absolutely. So any game you're gonna take and continue to run after this?
Castlevania 2 probably. Because that's
Great.
that's the one game I had already had prior experience with. Really fun speed game. Past the first 5 minutes. Like I'm glad the goal for this skips the initial grind, because like you can easily lose like 5 minutes if you don't get the good RNG. At the
Yeah,
start of
it
the
just wasn't. I mean, if that game was that's what we tried to do. Like with Battle of Olympus, that was another one where you were gonna grind at the beginning for X number of minutes and maybe not get what you needed. So, you know, if you can do that with like something that's in the game, like a password or something, then that's kind of what we try to do. So
Yeah.
I agree. JC actually helped us with that goal.
Yeah,
Um,
shoutouts to JC, by the way.
Oh yeah, his
They-
his run of CV2 is one of the coolest world records that you could see, and obviously just super talented.
Yeah. I'm still undecided on the rest of the games. That there are a few games that maybe I do a few more runs in like the future, but like nothing is guaranteed. Especially because college is starting again for me soon in like 9 days. So I can't guarantee it, but who knows? You might see me on stream like running back a few of these games, like Mega Man 1 for example. I have experience with the Genesis version actually.
Oh really? I didn't even
Yeah.
know there was a Genesis version of Mega Man.
Yeah, the Wily Wars.
Yeah, Wily Wars. It's,
Oh,
a fun,
okay.
it's a funny one.
Okay, I'll have to check out a video.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It manages to be like on original console. It's super laggy for some reason, but other than that, like I like how well put together it is. Like I would say, I think Mega Man 1 is the game that benefited the most from the jump to 16-bit out of the 3 games, because it's the first 3 games, and then the bonus. So yeah, when I picked this up, like I did also have experience with the NES version, but I haven't years since I last read it, so it was interesting, like trying to bring some of my knowledge from the Genesis run, the Wonder Wars run, to the NES run. And what I found out is that, most of the general movement is very similar, but some of the strategies are sort of incompatible.
We have Grand Designs entering Torian here, so another runner getting close to finishing. They're powered up, a lot of E-tanks and missiles, so hopefully sub 10 hours for Grand Designs.
Also want to call out Rupert taking out Ridley, was caught in the lava and did a bomb jump out. And then avoided the fireballs, opened the door, and didn't get knocked back because you have to redo the whole fight. So that was pretty impressive there. So great job finishing that. I think Ridley had like 2 shots left too when he got knocked down.
So Light Crate, you're not gonna keep running Metroid?
Probably not.
Just to be honest, no.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, like unless I get interested in learning like 100%, because like obviously I see the appeal of this podcaster and as a speaker. Like I get why it's super popular. Lots of different options for your any percent route. But like I'll be completely honest. Play this game has just only made me want to try Super Metroid.
There you go.
Well, yeah, no, that's a
And-
game.
Yeah, and I don't even have an SNES. So
Yeah,
I would probably like
Rupert's going
leave
for
that
the
one in the middle or something.
extra E-tank here. He got it, so really nicely done on 35 health, and now he has 499 health.
Yeah, I guess he's getting the E-tank and then going to fight Kraid. It's pretty good. You know, this is the way the game intended you to do it. Well, I guess they wanted you to do Kraid before Ridley, but at least doing both of the bosses. A lot of health here to get through Kraid's lair.
Yeah, I will say I feel especially interested in seeing Grand Designs finish this one out, cause like in the NES Tetris community, he's a bit of a legend. Like if you have ever seen like his commentary, especially on classic Tetris Wars, which is where he's doing most of his commentary nowadays, his style of commentary is just something else.
Okay, yeah, I need to check it out. Oh, here he is. He's in the final room here of
So,
Turian.
yeah, like he's an awesome commentator.
He's got good leeway on missiles. So he's got 2 Zevs down and 86 missiles. So he's plus 29, I think. So
Yeah, definitely almost 30 to the good.
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah,
77.
yeah, I was about to say, as long as he doesn't pull a B and die to Mother Brain with like 10 missiles remaining, but he's super good on E-tanks.
Yep.
Like this is one of those games where you can like if you don't want to deal with the nonsense that a lot of the faster routes bring, you can just take your time and get 6 C-tanks and
And
both
has the Varia suit, right? So each damage is 15 instead of 30. It's like having the red ring in Zelda or something.
Yeah.
It's like 12
Yeah, like-
tanks.
Yeah, like I think this is like definitely the most overpowered you can be. Short of using the debug password or something, going into Mother Brain.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever it takes. Any percent. 100% isn't any percent. So.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. We got the setup.
Great breeze. Yeah.
Okay, so we got. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you have to. Even though you can shoot it in the bottom portion of the door, those hits don't count if it's on the bottom half of the glass. So you always need to be up. If not fully on that little pedestal there, you need to at least be on a Rinka that's high enough to help you shoot to the top half of that hole there.
Mm-hmm.
So like that hit didn't count there.
Yeah, this could definitely like if you keep trying to like force yourself up there and get quick hits, like you can get into this vicious cycle where the Rinkas just keep coming after you
Yeah.
and keep knocking you out of your, out of the comfy spot there. Well, that was a nice boost.
Ooh, yeah. Grand Design's almost fallen into the lava pit.
There we go.
Great patience there. Grand Designs actually has a really nice Rinka cycle going here where they're 2 are going off screen at the same time, straight up and down in that column, which really helps control, the damage you take. And they just defeated Mother Brain.
Yes. Gonna get sub 10 hours.
Yeah. Looks like we are 36th finisher.
Got a Metroid fight. We got a dead Kraid.
Ridley.
Yep.
Escape.
Fighting all the bosses here.
And Vesper's in the zigzag room going on the way to Mother Brain.
That struggle with the tank reminds me of me trying to on Rupert's side. By the way,
Alright,
GG to
GG.
GG to GG.
Yeah. GG GD.
I mean, as the man himself would put it, hell yeah. Something
That's right.
unfinished. Yo, Rupert finally getting the E tank. Like, I will say, like, you know, in my run, I ended up sticking with Ripley only, but I did also look at Great only, and you know, one of the reasons I ditched that route, only a smaller one was because of the E-Tank. It's really,
The E-Tank grab in Kraid's room.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's
really troublesome, especially if you like need to grab the E-Tank first before fighting the
Yep.
boss, which is what I was doing. Rupert obviously played safer in grabbing it after the boss, especially because he already had like 40 E-Tanks beforehand.
yeah. If you go for the E-Tank first and you fail it, that's a death. Pretty much.
Yeah. And like the other reason I ditched.
Did you see the
Great
sync
only...
between Rupert and Thumbros going through the same door at the same time?
Oh,
That was just a moment ago, but I just wanted to point that out. I would clip that because that was incredible sync between
Yeah.
the two of them.
yeah.
You
Although,
think 10 hours into a speed run and they're perfectly synced going through a door.
hey, there were also two racers that finished 27 seconds, no, 34 seconds apart from each other, and it was in like the top 15. Like, let me check actually. Yeah, Damian Neville and Darth Klops.
Yep.
So like anything can happen in this race. It's the race of everything. So yeah.
Alright, so Vesper's looking for missiles. Double missile drop there, right? So killed the two Metroids on the same frame, which
And
means they'll
there-
drop
there-
the same.
there
They'll
it
drop
is.
the same thing and got the 25% chance of it being missiles.
Hey, how we doing? You hear
Hey,
me?
we've got
Hey.
Grand Designs joining us.
Wait a
Just
minute.
finished.
How did Grand Designs get in here?
Hey, this
It was
is
me.
Oh, okay.
Well, welcome. How do you
Hey,
feel?
I feel absolutely energized. I've never played 20 games consecutive in my life. I'm actually amazed I did as well as I did, considering I have hardly any practice time. I just did this maybe like an hour or two a day for like a handful of weeks, and I'm just like, I love NES, I love gaming, I'm gonna see where this takes me, I hope I just finish. And I finished, that's what I wanted.
In less than 10 hours.
I did it. I mean, only by 10 minutes, but I did it. Initially, when I was starting it off, I was trying to go with some more speed strats, but I ran into a couple trouble games. After that point, I'm just going to play it super safe and finish. Because
Yeah,
really,
I was
like,
sorry, keep talking.
so I was just saying, there were two games that I really didn't have a whole lot of time to grind and really gave me trouble. Gimmick gave me a lot of trouble, especially at the end. And Nemo, I only ran through it once earlier this week, so I just didn't have a lot of time to practice it, so I got a little bit of a time loss there. But even if I wouldn't have had time losses there, I mean, I'm not really a huge speedrunner. I'm more of a damages challenge guy and a real hardcore Tetris player. Being able to do something outside my comfort zone with the Big 20, it was truly an amazing experience. Just a testament to how much I love the NES.
Yeah, we're really glad that you did it. Yeah, we had heard the legends of your damageless and Tetris prowess, so that's it's cool to add something else. Now you can say that you've beaten all the, that you've accomplished, at least beaten a lot of games or accomplished a goal in some of the other games. How many games were completely new to you out of the 20?
More than half of them, believe it or not. There were a couple I haven't played since I was a kid. Like, I haven't played Legacy of the Wizard since I was at a friend's house in, like, the early 90s. So it was effectively brand new. I know Gimmick was brand new. I never played that one. Gremlins was another one that I played at a friend's house as a kid, so effectively it was brand new. So that's 3. Nemo is brand new. Mighty Final Fight, Lawnmower. Batman was actually brand new. Deja Vu was brand new. Indie Heat was brand new. Puznik was brand new. And Chip and Dale and Strider and Wrecking Crew. So 13 out of the 20 games were brand new for me.
Wow.
But I like that because it really got me to expand my horizons rather than just play 1 or 2 games.
So, of the new ones, which one did you enjoy the most?
Probably Puznik because I just like puzzle games. And I would say platformer-wise, I'm actually considering doing it for my next Damages challenge, Chip and Dale 2.
Oh no! Vesper,
No.
Does he have
no.
bombs?
Oh
Does Vesper have bombs?
Oh, he has high jump. Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, high jump.
I had a
Alright.
heart attack.
I played it really safe when I did.
Oh
mine.
my god.
It was that way either.
There's a speedrunner named Follow the Dan, and he was famous for getting a run on PB pace and falling into the lava. But when you're doing, all bosses or any percent going for decent times, you don't have bombs or high jump. And so we've literally named that pit Searching for Dan's Wallet, because we always
Mitch,
say he
yeah.
dropped his wallet in
Now
there.
I know the meme.
funny.
Okay.
Mitch just
That
said
is so
grabbing Dan's
funny.
wallet. That's good.
I'd heard that, but I didn't know the origin story, so that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, but as I was saying before that happened there, one thing that I told myself I was doing is I was going to pick one of the 20 games for my next Damageless Challenge. Because believe it or not, my last Damageless Challenge before I had committed to this was Mega Man 1. So it was really the only game I really didn't have to practice a whole lot. Which was a bonus because I heard it was one of the trouble games for a lot of people.
So your next
GG's to
damageless game is going to be Puznik.
Now, I was actually thinking Chippendale 2, believe it or not.
Oh, okay. That's pretty
Because
good.
I had never played it before this, and going through the game, it was just fun. Like one of those games that I feel like as I'm going through, I'm like, okay, I can route this, I can go through, and I can try and figure this out. Because one thing I really want to do is get one or two easy games before I get my next hard game for Damageless. Because recently I said I did Mega Man. Late last year I actually did Battletoads Damageless as well.
Nice.
Yeah, and also I've been working on trying to do Kid Icarus Damageless as well. I took a break from that for a while. I'm thinking of getting back to that one. I heard nobody's ever done that one, so I'm really trying to get another.
Oh, okay. That would be a great one. I love Kid Icarus. It's one of my favorite NES games of all time.
Yeah, overall, I love a lot of the classics with the NES, but I also love just really, expanding my horizons, too. And also, I've recently got into collecting NES as well. I've been trying to go for a full set. I'm actually up to 598, so I'm getting close to 600 for a full set.
Oh, okay. Did you own... did you post a picture of the games you owned for this one?
In Slackinator's Discord, I did. He's the
Oh,
one.
okay.
He's the one that got me into Damageless challenges, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. Slackinator is
Famous for his
very
Damageless
very
challenges.
famous for that. Yeah.
Yeah, he inspired me to get into them. And actually, there have been a couple games where I've did friendly races with him, trying to see who did it first.
That's fun.
Now he's a really cool guy, but it's just so crazy that I happened to pick this big 20 as my first big 20. It happens to be the longest one ever.
Yeah, I wanted to comment on that. Absolutely brutal one for for someone's first big 20. I mean, although it's not like I'm in a much more different boat because this is only my second. But yeah. But someone else said it in the Discord, it feels like if you can do this list, if you can even complete this list, to complete a full run of this, then you can tackle any big 20 list.
Yeah, I really feel that too. I mean, I'm just I was gonna do the 19, but I was actually busy. I think I was going to convention or something. Whatever it was, there was no way I could have done it last year. So I'm okay, I'll try the next one. Then I'm just okay, what did I sign up for when I saw some of these games? Going into it, I started out trying to, do the games that I felt were the easiest, and then, near the end, I realized, oh crap, I really don't have a whole lot of time to practice. Because as I was saying before, it's I only get maybe an hour or two a day to practice. I mean, I just, I work full-time and just, I'm married and everything, so I really don't have a whole lot of time to do it. So my goal overall was just to finish.
Well, finish you did. GG's once again. You got in under 10 hours. Congratulations. Any closing thoughts before we get some we've got some people waiting for interviews to now, so any last words?
Last words, I got to give a huge shout out to you and all the organizers for making an absolutely amazing event for the NES. And I just love how the community of this system, which is going to be 40 years old this year, is just so huge and just ravenous with dedicated players and just a real friendly environment as well. I'm actually so curious if there's any other NES dedicated environments, sort of the Best of NES. And I'm actually curious about trying to find any other ones.
I definitely think you can find, for Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Game Boy, I know have multi-game races, and then there's Sega They do like I think it's the Master 8 or something like that, Sega Master System 8 or something. But yeah, I think the older consoles definitely have that community feel across multiple games. So yeah, they're out there for sure.
Yeah, are there any other ones like Best of NES that are overall for the whole system, or just the biggest one?
I would say I think
This
there's
is
like
the-
this is like the for the NES. I think this is like one of them. I would say Nescathlon also does stuff too. Did you have one, Apollo?
I was just gonna say, yeah. I mean, I think for like strictly NES, Best of NES is probably the biggest one. I think what's cool is like there's a lot of different clicks in like different games and different communities, but a Big 20 kind of brings a lot together. So that's why it probably feels even bigger than like what you would expect too. So
Yeah, I'd also be interested in the future trying to help you guys out with like commentary and other kind of stuff. So I do a lot of Tetris commentary, so I'm real experienced with doing it.
Very cool.
Yeah,
We'll be
yes, I
putting out a
definitely
call.
look
So
Hey, definitely look forward to doing some more stuff with you guys and doing some more events with you guys. And just overall, just watching a lot of stuff. You guys are all awesome. Zarkonis in the chat wants me to say my catchphrase from Tetris. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Very
thanks so
cool.
much, guys. Have a great night.
Thank you. You too. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Let Create. Did you have any closing words, or get some other folks in here?
Yeah, I think I have some follow remarks. You know, with how, like, I always consider for the moment this list was revealed, and I saw the length of the goals, I was like, oh, this is, like, I like to call this the Big 20 XL, extra large, because of just how long it was. And it's also a blast from the past, you know, from all the way back, you know, from the beginning of this entire saga. And I was like 15 years old, or no, actually 13 years old actually when the first Big 20 was out. And now 10 years later, well, I'm in the game as well, and I'm in college, and I'm just having a blast doing this with you all. And so I hope this is going to be the start of the beginning of a new era for the Big 20. I usually cannot wait to see what else is in store, you know, for the Big 20 and for Best of NES in general. So
No pressure for us, huh?
yeah.
We got Rupert.
Rupert!
with a,
So yeah, thank you all for having me, and you know, I'll see you on the next one.
Okay.
Take care and be nice to each other.
Thanks so much. Like Create.
GGs.
Have a good night.
GG's, have a good one. Rupert,
Rupert's looking for Dan's wallet too, but he has bombs, so he should be able to bomb his way out of there.
I don't know if he knows.
Oh man. Well, we've got Link 7777 joining us in the chat.
Hey guys.
Link,
Hey.
how are
Yes.
things? GG's.
Yeah, GG.
Thanks. Yeah, it was a pretty good race. Good race.
So
Yeah, you finished with a time of 7:34:07. Was that? How did
Yes,
that meet your
yes.
expectations?
There we go, Rupert.
That was kind of right in the ballpark, I think, of where I expected. You know, I think if things had gone better, it could have been like 7-ish, but, you know, 7.5, I feel like, is pretty good. I had
Sure.
like a segmented run of like 8:25 or 8:24 or something during the week, so with cleaning a few things up, I think 7:34 is pretty reasonable. I like it.
Very good. Did you have? Well, what game did you enjoy most from this list? Is kind of what we've been asking everyone.
Enjoy.
There's a lot of different variety in here, so you got tons of genres and game styles.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, and so many of these I've played, you know, in other various Big 20s and stuff. Yeah, the one I enjoyed the most. I mean, in a way, I think Super Dodgeball, it's like, you know, the easiest. It's just fun to play, and you know, I mean, not a lot can go wrong.
I hope, like, it's funny because, like, just thinking about you, like, you've done, like you said, so many Big 20s. So, like, to us, we were trying to kind of make, like, a celebratory kind of Big 20 thing, games from, like, each one. I mean, you've probably seen a lot of these games, alright? Like, you've definitely, I think, probably participated one of the most, if not the most, but at least really up there in the Big 20. So hopefully this kind of felt like a run back for you. Yeah.
I mean, really, the only one of these that I really had not touched at all prior to this was Legacy of the Wizard. The new one.
Fair enough. That was the new one.
I hadn't played that part of Dragon Warrior 4. I mean, we played a different chapter before.
And also, real quick, a GG to Thumb Bros as well. We have Rupert in the credits and Thumb Bros in the credits, so GG's to them. Is there any games, Link, that, you know, it came back for another Big 20, but now you're like, please not again?
Oh, let me think.
It's like, oh, which one should I choose? There's so many.
Well, you know, Mario 2, just from the
Don't say that!
Well, just from the standpoint of, like, with lives and continues, it is a bit scary. But I've played it enough that, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Trying to think if there are other ones that like, I really would not want to do. You know, Mighty Final Fight, maybe. I don't want to do. It was. I feel like it was better this time around than it was the last time, but I had a better understanding of the strats and stuff again. But beat 'em ups aren't always my greatest genre. Although I did. I did get some records in Jay and Silent Bob, and that's actually
Ooh.
beat 'em up.
That's,
Okay.
That's a game.
Yeah, Jay and Silent Bob Mall Brawl. Yeah.
It was funny. I don't know if you know or not, but I think you and Mitch were like basically neck and neck at the end there, and
Yeah,
you know,
I'm
little
sure
chicken
he
of the
probably
farm
almost
alumni.
caught me because- I'm sure he almost caught me because he's you know, like he ran Metroid at a fairly high level way back, and so
Mitch is a legend in the Metroid community.
his level of comfort with Metroid is going to be so much higher than mine.
He's actually the guy I watched to learn how to do Kraid first. So
oh,
shout outs to Mitch.
Yeah. So I'm sure he was. I'm sure he was catching me a lot at the end. So it's hilarious that I was like 30 seconds ahead of him or whatever.
Thumb Bros is playing game number 21, Contra J.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I did
That's
like
brilliant.
that pick. I did prefer Batman. I actually, I don't know if anybody will try it out, but I made a fairly nasty hack of Batman at one point.
Did you really?
Yeah,
It's on ROM hacking.
yeah. The
I'm gonna go check it
Junkyard
out.
Challenge. If anyone wants to check it out, it's a little bit on the Kaizo order, so you know it's not really for everybody. But if you didn't hate Batman and you want to get your ass kicked a little bit.
Yeah, Batman seemed easy, so
If you played that game and thought this was too easy, then there's a hack out there.
okay, good. I was worried.
Yeah, but you know, it's, yeah. I have not played Contra without the Konami code, so that would have been a struggle for me. My
Oh,
strategy
man.
for that game is put in the Contra code and just smash your face into it until it ends.
I'm looking at the screenshots you posted. Especially like the fourth one. It's just a wall of spikes, like a maze of spikes.
Yeah.
Here, I'll put this in the chat for those interested. Very cool.
I gave Thumb Bros one stage, but we got AK Potatoes in there now.
Nice. And we got Zarnax on the screen and Fed APGs.
We got 3 Batman.
3 Batmans, yes. It's like the Big 20 starting over. This is great. No more Metroid on the screen? Wow. What have we done to deserve this?
Definitely, even when you guys are done, definitely I encourage people to stick with, Zarnax and Infinite Mystery and Fetty and some of these guys that, are maybe lower amounts of practice time, intentionally or otherwise,
Yeah. It's always fun. I mean, I think it's just as much fun to watch the people who finish at the bottom as it is to watch the people at the top, because it's more about completion, rather than speed. So it's, I think that's a fun way to do it too.
I'll probably let you guys get on with it. I think one of the next things for me is, Mitch and I were actually talking about diving into some more development.
Ooh.
May crack our heads together a little bit and see if we can come up with anything interesting. It'll probably be a fairly long schedule, jobs and families and all that.
Sure.
We'll play around with some stuff and see how it goes.
Exciting. Can't wait to see what y'all come up with.
Alright, well, thanks for hanging out in the restream and all the work you guys have done. I mean, you guys are still rolling. And
10 years later, still here.
Still here.
Here's to the next 10, right?
Yeah. Very good to see you.
Yeah, GG's Link. Always a pleasure.
Link. Appreciate it.
Alright. Have a good evening, guys.
Take care.
GG, everyone.
All right, take a minute to talk about what's on the screen here. We've got a Firebug fight. We've got Dragon Warrior 4. We've got 2 other climbs in Act 5. I made the decision to make the climb with only 1 life instead of game overing.
That is a decision.
I was like, I was still in like contention for second at that time, right? And I was like, I could waste like 45 seconds here dying twice, or I could just go for it, and I've done it, without dying, so I could just do it. Like that was kind of my thought process. Like, so what? So what if you die? Just go do it again. So
YOLO,
what?
right?
Yeah, just YOLO.
Batman, actually for me, in Big 20 number 13 was easily my biggest time loss. So when I saw it was chosen over Contra, not that I had a time to do it anyway, but it was a definite no on that. Not because I dislike Batman or anything, just given the amount of time I would have had to prepare. It would have been much more difficult for me than Contra.
Yeah, Contra is pretty easy to figure out. Not an easy game to play, but there's really not much to learn. It's just go through the stage and do it.
Yeah,
Batman's got a lot of nuance.
It's as a speedrun, Contra is really interesting though, because I put a lot of work into it for that same Big 20, right? It was the classics, and my first deathless Contra run happened to be the Big 20 run, which was wild.
There you go.
But it didn't count because it used the Konami code, right? So
that's right. Yeah, it didn't count.
Doesn't count for the leaderboard.
Well, I'm sorry for the absence of Metroid on here. We brought you in, and then now there's no Metroid.
I know, right?
But...
Well, I mean, I guess we can take this opportunity, since we don't have any Metroid, we can take a few minutes and we can talk about, we have some festiveness. I think we have a couple things that we have coming up. I know some people are waiting for some announcements, but I guess Tecate, hold on. Let me, what do we got here?
People have only been waiting 10 hours for the announcement.
I know, right?
Yeah, I saw a question like 2 hours in. Like, when are the announcements?
I said, I don't know, whenever.
Yeah, sometime. You gotta stay. It's the carrot.
I don't know if I'm gonna have any music. I was gonna swap streams quick, or swap scenes. Let's see, hold on. Let me get some music if we don't have it. We're in the Matrix. Hold on. It's happening. Silence is killing you. I don't know why it's not unsilencing. Excuse me?
Apollo Tech.
Yep. We had a good run.
I don't know. It's been pretty nice here for comfy half day.
Okay, we're almost ready.
Oh,
Okay, we have a little music now. Okay, let's do a quick couple things. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? I think Tecate, I'm gonna save yours for the main event. So we got first. We got first. After this Big 20 is over, and we'll do like an actual announcement, you know, tomorrow or later this week or something. Twitch is getting rid of odds, and so we need your help. And so we are doing. I stole this from Let Create, NES Odyssey, Operation Backup. We have a couple of our friends in here, NES Atlas and J Fred is able to put some spreadsheets together. We're going to try to save some VODs. So we have about a month, and we're going to be asking for help. Next.
Yeah, there is a crazy amount of odds that need.
There's like 50,000. There's like 50,000 Twitch VODs on like just SRC. So
wow.
I bought some hard drives. I'm ready to help.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. Next, an actual event. What could it be? The NES Open Masters Tournament. April 12th.
This is so hype. This is so cool.
April 12th. People have asked for it. An NES Open event. This is not a speed run. We're going to play 4 rounds of golf. And after 2 rounds, we're going to cut the field and do 2 more rounds.
Oh boy.
Same day as the Masters. Well, same weekend. So
Yeah.
they gave us the licensing to do this. So, but I think it'll be a fun time. I've seen some people ask for some NES Open stuff. It's an awesome game. But we got an event and coming up in May, Tecate. You want to talk about it?
Absolutely. Let's talk about it. So we have, for the first time in 5 years, a Chip and Dale any percent tournament. It's going to be knockout one night only style. So we call that Conot. And it is open to everybody. It is Chip and Dale any percent. And it is a very accessible speed run. Lack Attack. I have some stats prepared for you and for the audience here.
Excellent.
The top 5 most speedrun games on the NES, according to speedrun.com, are Super Mario Bros. 1. I don't think there's any surprise there. Number 2, Super Mario Bros. 3. In a tie for 4th is Super Mario Bros. 2. And Lack, do you know the other game that's tied for 4th?
It's not Chip and Dale.
No, it's Legend of Zelda.
Oh yeah.
That's because Chip and Dale is 3rd.
It's 3rd. Oh, okay. You skipped one. I was like, wait,
Yep,
is it not Chip and Dale?
We
Okay,
have
yeah.
499 all-time submissions, or from different players, I should say, for Chip and Dale. So who wants to submit the 500th? Well, I shouldn't say the 500th run, but either the 500th person to submit a Chip and Dale run on speedrun.com. Well, no better time to learn. It's an incredibly accessible speedrun, which is why so many people play it. It's short. You get free lives after every level. We have something called RNG Lock, where you can take all the RNG out of the game by just waiting on the title screen. So it's a very accessible speedrun. Great cartoon, great music, great graphics. I love the movement in this game. So let's have a Chippendale Conot tournament. I think last time, 5 years ago, we had in the 40s in terms of number of participants. Hopefully we can get close to that, maybe even beat it. So May 17th will be the Chippendale Any Percent Conot tournament. I guess Conot tournament is redundant because it's a not gonna one night
Kona
tournament.
tournament. Kona
Yeah.
tournament. Very
So
cool.
what do you guys think?
It'll be a good time. I think I've been wanting to do more like single game events, and so I'm excited for some of these. So sometimes 20 games is a lot. So here's one.
Yeah, so here's one. Here's the opposite of 20 games. One.
I even
And yeah,
promised
pretty
I
short
won't
for both
make
of these.
everybody. Yeah, I promised I wouldn't even make everybody choose Dale, even though he's better. So.
Dale is better. So
What was the Chip Dale count today? Like I saw that there was a fraud poll in the chat. That's people picked Dale, but
I don't
know
know.
if there were, I think Pika was I think Pika plays as Chip, so I don't know if you need to know anything else.
Yeah, I'm sure Chip was much higher because it saves one right press of time.
It does.
Well, yeah, I shift the menu over to Dale.
Oh, you have to pick
Well-
Dale. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know,
Funny.
whatever that is worth, but I prefer having now in Chippendale 1. I'll say I do think there's an advantage with Dale. His red nose in the fan level in Zone I. There's black lines in the background, and Dale's nose is a nice contrast to those black
Okay.
lines as a visual cue for my jumps onto the fans.
Okay.
tool assisted.
Tool assisted, yeah, with the sprite. Dale's nose. So we hope you all join us. I would love to see a ton of participants. You don't have to be a top runner or anything. It's just to have a good time and have a tournament and get together and have some fun.
Yeah, no, I'm excited, and like I said, we'll do like official announcements and stuff for all this. But you know, just a little teaser, especially because we got Tecate here. So Tecate is very passionate about his Chippendale.
It's
Oh,
a great
yeah.
speedrun. It's honestly, it's such a good speedrun. I that's why it has the third most runners on the NES, is because it's a really good speedrun and it's really accessible.
Still going for the world record?
Boom.
I am after I get my sub 30 in Zelda.
Okay. So tomorrow.
Yeah, quite possibly. Honestly, I got a couple of sporting event things tomorrow, but then I should have, after those sporting events, a day and a half to get my sub 30 in Zelda.
Okay. Well, best of luck. That's a huge milestone in that game. So
Yeah, I just so people listening know, I'm second currently in Chippendale Any Percent. Nathan beat me about 10 months ago by 3 frames. He beat my world record, but I got the first
Yeah.
944. He's just
that
now
means
3 frames
something.
faster.
The first
Yeah.
means something. That's what I hold on to with Zelda. It was the first.
And I'm
but
still
I
like
am-
5 seconds ahead of him in all zones. So
There you go.
maybe
Yeah.
people should learn all zones too. But
Phew, man, I remember that we did we do all zones for one of the big 20s, I feel
yeah,
like.
it was number 13,
Okay. Yeah.
which is before I even knew Chippendale, like the speedrun. So I actually learned the speedrun with all zones.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so we'll credit you guys for my Chippendale enthusiasm.
The the origins of Tecate Chippendale.
Cool. Well, thanks for having me on to introduce this tournament and to talk about some Metroid. And congrats again to all the runners, and congrats to you guys as well for putting on such a great event.
No, thanks
thanks
for
a lot.
popping in, and I'm sure we'll be talking. So
Sounds good. We'll see y'all. Enjoy.
Take care. I don't know. We haven't gotten a lot of negative feedback on this list. I feel like it's just time to retire.
it might be. It's never getting better.
No, this is it. We've peaked. It's a definite peak. All right, Zarnax is heading up to Firebug. Or oh no, Joker. Our Firebug's dead. Okay, so we're just at the Joker. He's got 4 health, and I don't know how many. Well, now he has 1 health, but he has. Oh, how to get strat there? A little turn back. Now he's got full health here. We'll see how he takes him down. Okay, we're waiting. We're turning.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, the strat is working. It's okay. Just take a little damage. No problem. Snowballing.
We're back. We're back.
We're totally in there. Oh no!
No!
Oh no! Bat toast.
We got 2 Jokers going on right now.
Man, what a race! This is the one though. Okay. Oh man. We got shot. Getting shot is so bad. 3 damage. What? Gonna disagree with that hitbox there. Alright, the good news is he knows the way back to the top.
Fair. All 3 Batman runners right now are making that trek back. Okay, I think we got another interview. Hold on, I'm gonna bring him in.
Okay.
Level Engine, what is up? GG's.
Thanks.
GG.
How you feeling? You done?
I've just been like watching the other runners just continue to go at it for like the past 2 hours or so.
I'm sure you feel sure you're happy you're done.
Absolutely.
Hopefully you had fun, but also a long race.
I even like at points during the whole like run itself.
What did were there any games that you really enjoyed you want to keep running after this, or
Any games that I really enjoyed? I'm just gonna go look at the list again.
Sure.
I mean, Mario 2 is probably gonna be another big 20, so I guess I'll probably be playing more of that.
It's a safe bet with this crowd. Maybe. We'll see.
I'm still overall happy with that like 550 time I got in Lawnmower like a couple years back.
That's a really good time.
And yeah, since then I haven't really been trying to like improve it any further.
I mean, maybe it's time to come back to more Lawnmower.
Yeah, maybe.
Getting caught in Apollo's web.
What about any games that you were like, I'm done, I'm never doing this again? Did any come to mind there?
I'm not exactly planning to go back to Little Nemo anytime soon.
Oh man, bummer. That's okay.
Then again, I left myself with literally like a day to just learn the whole thing.
Yeah, there's a lot in Nemo.
Just like a week.
It looks
off
cute.
From learning any Big 20 games, and then yeah, just like that schedule was tight for the rest of the preparation.
Did you feel like did you feel like your final time was about where you were thinking you were going to finish, or did you think faster or slower, or what was your expectation heading into the race today?
My total sum of personal bests clocked in at just under 6 hours, but this does not account for all of the waiting in between the games when we're swapping them.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's at least like 15 to 18 minutes of breaks. I'd have to go double check again. So that was also not factored into like my sum of personal bests. So I was thinking maybe, possibly something in the ballpark of 6.5 hours. And then I continued to have trouble in Little Nemo, and then Gremlins 2, not that it's like that hard a game. I mean, sure it is kind of a hard game, but feels like you could definitely learn it. It's just I last played Gremlins 2 like 2 weeks ago, and I ran out of time to just go over it.
Sure.
I could not like brush up on Gremlins 2. There was no time left.
Yeah, it's a tough game if you're not super
Clearly a
familiar with
show.
it. Yeah, if you're not familiar with it, it can really do a lot of damage to you. So
I was familiar with it. Problem is, more so like 2 weeks ago than I was like on race day.
sure.
Got 2 chokers on the screen again. Fed APG and Zarnax. Fighting
We're
for
back.
their lives.
I didn't even like think to try to punch Joker.
The
Almost
punch is
exactly like the Batarang strategy. Yeah, if I would have known this, I'd be okay. Like if I run out of Batarangs, at least I would have had something to try.
yeah. The punch does 4 damage, whereas the battering only does 1
Only
per
does
hit.
one.
Per hit, so it can hit multiple times, but yeah, it does 1 damage per
That's your
hit.
DPS, but you have to get up, obviously closer up to him.
Yeah,
I never figured out that you could do pretty much what Fede is doing right now. It doesn't even look that much harder than just the Batarang strat.
yeah. You just kind of got to wiggle in there, and your timing has to be good. See, it's very easy to get hit and then knock back, and then now he's taking 3 damage. So you gotta be careful here. Really playing well though. I mean,
Fede got
wow,
it.
there he goes. So we got Zarnax through, and we got Fed APG through.
Actually, no, I'm swapping out Zarnax right now.
Oh, okay, never mind. So
Zarnax
sorry.
is back on the beginning of stage 5.
Oh no, he'll be back. Don't worry.
Yep.
I was like, oh, he knows Legacy of the Wizard really well. Ah, we got Infinite Mystery. Infinite.
I did not even think to try like punching strats. I just want to get good with the Batarangs and at least make that consistent. Eventually I got to a point where I wasn't having too much trouble just consistently pinning Joker down with Batarangs. And just like before, like during practice on race day, I got Joker first try.
Excellent.
Getting 2 Joker on the other hand, not so easy. Stage 4 in particular in many places gave me a lot of trouble. I think 4-3, notably with some of the platforming and some of the enemies.
Yeah, World 4 is really tough. The that was like my least favorite level, is where you're going on those 1 tile conveyor belt
The
blocks.
conveyor belts too, yeah.
Yeah, like I made it first try today, but yesterday when I was doing it, I did not, and that was just very frustrating. So it can spiral pretty fast, and just having to do all that again just takes it out of you. So well, very cool. Any so you said you're gonna work on a couple games. Any other stream plans or speed plans that you've got?
Which of these like games on this list am I gonna work on exactly? I mean, I'm still thinking maybe in a future Big 20. It would be cool to see. Okay, maybe it would be cool to see Gremlins 2 come back so I can try for Redemption. I don't know, I feel like I really gotta redeem myself after that, especially that performance on stage 5.
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
at least I still beat the game, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just really like interested in what's going on Mappy's screen with the pause glitch. I want to see if he gets it.
Yeah.
He only has
down
1
to-
health.
1 point of health and see if he still pulls it off anyways. This I gotta see. Oh.
Yay! Oh, what a relief.
Crazy use of that elect bolt.
Well done.
I don't believe I ever got a single bolt to do that much damage to Wily's second form. I mean, eventually I just switched over to like the Fireman strats, especially after figuring out how to do the refight zip.
Yeah, I think the fire is Mappy Man getting achievements here. Wow, double dipping during the race.
That's so funny. That's awesome.
Infinite Mystery playing as the mom. I'm not even sure her name. It's like Maina, I think.
Yeah.
Manya.
That sounds right.
Manya. I think Manya is the pony lady in Seinfeld.
Yeah, I saw the mom in the house, but that was about it.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
route, I don't think it was.
Last minute looked up Lin Carius's like tutorial, his guide. Basically, just carbon copied whatever he did, but with a lot more mistakes.
Yeah, I followed whatever he did in his first video, and I don't think I ever changed my route. I think in Better Route came out.
I didn't have time to come up with like a route. I simply did not have time to even think about doing something like this blind. Yeah, I think after this I still had... Did I do Gimmick before or after this? I'm trying to remember. Well, I know I still had Little Nemo and I had Strider. I still had Little Nemo to get out of the way and there was like a day left to do it. So I'm not gonna really be able to like get actually like creative with Legacy of the Wizard at all.
I'm just watching this freshly cut grass here. It's just nice. It's relaxing.
Yeah, Lawnmower was still fun. Don't get me wrong. Nowhere near as good as I was like 2 years ago, but still. I think it was about like 2 years ago I was actually like doing like serious speedruns of the Lawnmower.
Yeah, it has been a couple years since that big 20, huh?
Number 16 it was? Or was it 18?
Yeah.
I think it was 16. I'm thinking like number 18 only had like... I vaguely remember it only had like 2 homebrews.
Oh man, I don't even remember at this point.
I don't.
I don't remember. I'm like
lot more.
completely blanking.
It all blends
16
together.
had like a game with the frog and the chicken.
There were 4 in
Also-
number 16. There were 4.
I remember there
homebrews.
being 4. 3 of which I enjoyed, 1 not so much because that frog is just so hard to control if you ask me.
Well, yeah, frogs are hard to control in my experience. The Frog Mario, you know, he's just hopping around. So, and the chicken of the farm. Hey, a freshly cut lawn. There you go. We got Looking for Giants, friend of the stream, playing Ninja Gaiden 3.
She should be thankful it's the J version.
I was thankful it was the J version for
too.
real. I do want to go back and play the U version just to
I
see
did
if I
actually
can beat
do
it.
one playthrough of the US version because I do remember that being notably harder and yeah, it is notably harder in so many ways. Yeah, she even has like a password here, and instead of like she lost the continue, and if she loses all of them, it's back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Also,
Very cool,
not
eh?
to mention, if I remember correctly, US version of Ninja Gaiden 3, the minimum damage you're gonna take from anything is 2 instead of 1.
Yeah, that does make it much harder.
Absolutely. Fewer checkpoints. Also, more enemies, by the way. Can't forget more enemies.
It'll be a nice surprise for me when I play it.
Oh yeah, it will be.
Well, cool. Any final comments for you for your run today, or just your big 20 experience, or?
Still overall happy with how the run went, despite the fact it was about an hour slower than what I know it was capable of. Gremlins 2 was probably responsible for like almost 20 minutes of that, but this doesn't surprise me when it's like the game that I didn't have any time to go back and brush up before it was too late.
Well, yeah, finishing, race day time is always tough to meet expectations because you know how good you can do, and then
There's
just
also fatigue from just playing for like so long too, that just isn't really
Sure.
there necessarily when I'm just doing like practice.
Yeah, individual game practice. Yeah. Well, very cool. We hope to see you in a future event.
Yeah, Level
And,
Engine. You always crush it. Put in some good times. So
That's right.
always appreciate you playing and joining.
Maybe have my Gremlins run or that little Nemo.
We'll get the revenge on the Gremlins run, no problem.
I feel like if I have more time to practice that, then absolutely could.
It'll come. It'll come.
Yeah, you'll get there.
So it was like, what? Just as a quick reminder, 5 weeks of practice for this behemoth of a list.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Time management for
I
sure.
really do feel like it should have been more.
I'm already tired of the games, and I didn't even play them. So
I hear that. Cool. Well, thanks very much. We're gonna wrap up the what we've got here. So, thanks. We hope to see you in the next event, and hope you have a good night. All right, so we've got some new runners on the screen. Thanks, Apollo Tech, getting it done.
getting it done.
Oh, Random making that jump there in the ancient ship of doom. That is a tough jump without the invincible fire wheel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this stage is spooky for sure.
I honestly didn't even know what to do if I had lost the fire wheel. It's just like I'm just gonna get hit by everything. I mean, look at the screen. There's just 4 of these helicopter dudes just attacking you. I didn't see them because they blew up on the invincible fire wheel.
Oh yeah, and then we have the spikes here too. Yeah, so
Have you beaten Ninja Gaiden 3?
I didn't. I only went to past stage 4. I should. I've seen enough runs now.
Yeah, you can do it. I mean, you just run and use the fire wheel. Like, what?
Yeah, nothing,
What's so hard?
Nothing can go wrong.
Ooh. As you say that, Giants just falls into a pit of despair. Back down.
Yeah,
So it's really cool. I mentioned this, we were offline, but I was telling you that I looked at the Nintendo Power
Mhm.
for Ninja Gaiden 3, and it had like drawn maps of the game. They were like, it was like an artist rendition.
Oh, that's sick.
It was cool. Like, yeah, so it was just, like it kind of had this little tower where you're going up this part, and then you like fall down to the pit where the boss is. It's just kind of cool how they like pieced it together. Issue 27 is where this was in.
Have to look
Game
at-
Boy Mega Man
Ooh,
was on the cover of that one.
fancy. Which one? Oh, the first one, or
Yeah, Wily's Revenge.
yep. Yeah, we got the 6 runners on screen, but we have 11 total still racing. So still got a crowd. And we had a little break of Metroid, but it's back.
Ah, it is back. I do really appreciate Metroid. It's it's one of the best games on NES for me. Am I gonna play it anytime soon? I don't think so.
Ah, just when you're forced to. That's all.
Yeah, the next big 20, I'm sure it'll be back in. Somehow it'll work its way back. It's like this living organism you can't get rid of. It just comes back. I think I actually played the Famicom Disk System version. And it has I think it has different music. And the bosses make really loud yells when you
Oh
hit them.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Good old Famicom.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another musical aside. When I was practicing last night, and I took my I have an analog NT, and so I took that downstairs and was using my same EverDrive, but I played Gimmick, and apparently it doesn't have, or it didn't have the setting. I didn't have the setting enabled for like the chip enhancement, so like I played Gimmick and it was the weird sound. Like I didn't have any of the expansion audio, and I was like, "What is this music?" But
it is really weird.
I play on an AV Famicom, so I guess I have that. I have that expansion audio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I saw a few people, and I was like, I think Arcus was playing, and it was all weird. I'm like, what the heck is this?
Yeah, he's on a power pack, I think. So I think that's he plays probably on a toaster. So maybe, I don't know what he plays on. I don't know if he has a top loader or what.
Good question.
Should be like part of your bio. It's like, what, brick or bone, right?
Team Bone.
Ugh. You Dale people, and you Dale people like Bone, and I know, I get it.
You're right. Cool Kid does also like Dale and Bone.
Cool Kid plays on a Bone? Does he really?
He likes them both. But yeah, he has done a lot of Bones.
All right. I can't get over, like, if the dog bone, if the buttons were angled the other way, it would be the perfect NES controller. Why is it angled the other way?
I know, I agree. But like, what's helped is Contra has ruined the way I hold controllers now. Because piano.
You know what? I pianoed in Ninja Gaiden 3.
Ooh, nice.
Because of the fast Ninpo usage. You can alternate A and B. And so that's what I was doing. All right, is Giants going to beat this time? This is a tough section here. Not just like getting to the boss, but this section here is just rough. You're sinking in the floor. You got these pits to jump over. Dudes fly down from the ceiling.
No.
It's over.
Then I liked Random 64 up there being like, I don't know what to do. There's just guys flying everywhere.
Yeah, that one part at the end. Okay. There's a health coming up. There you go. Nice moves. I'm running out of steam. I'm yawning.
Yeah. It's been a long day for all of us.
So yeah, especially you. So the next big 20, longer or shorter? They can go longer.
Let's
just keep going up.
Double it. Pass it to the next person.
Oh, good stab there. Same length, yeah. Okay, final hallway for Random 64. This is a tough one here. What do you do? Playing it safe. Wall.
Hide.
Stab. Right. Excellent.
Oh, nice.
I hate those slow lasers. I didn't even know that guy could spawn in this room.
No, what the heck? The Nudua beam's going so slow.
Surprise, here's 10 more of them. Okay, got 7 health. I think he's already been to the final boss once. I think it was on the ship. Maybe he died to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So got 7 health. Got 76 Ninpo. Yeah.
Okay.
Light him up. Watch out for the saw blades.
No.
Oh, and GG.
Dang.
Oh man. We have an Archwinger fight, and it does not look standard.
Oh god.
Oh.
Wait, is that a safe spot?
1 health. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Well, he's got the elixir. So Brother Kyle has the shield, so you don't take any damage from projectiles.
Hmm.
But Archwinger touching you, I think, does like 50 damage or something. Like, it's something ridiculous. I had no idea that that little alcove existed. Never made it over there that far.
Oh. Archwinger's
Well, yeah, the
baited.
shots don't do anything though, because of the shield.
Yes, come on.
He's only got 48 life left, and he has 39 magic. So now he's got to lure him back out.
I'm so invested in this fight right now.
Oh wait, does the shield use magic when you take damage? No, it does not. Okay. Yes.
Holy cow.
What a kill. What a kill. Beautiful.
That's sick. Brother Kyle might just do the rest of Legacy of the Wizard.
Yeah, just keep going. Okay, Random 64 is down to the last phase of the fight here. Oh, took a laser beam.
We got another chance.
We do. Okay, we've got the knowledge. Get back in there, Ryu. I want to say thank you to my chat who corrected me on my password for Castlevania 2. I put the password in wrong.
Oh no.
They're like, with 2 seconds left, like, the numbers are reversed.
Been a rude awakening.
It was a co-op run. I wonder if it would have been a real password. I would have been pretty bad. Or if it was, it just wouldn't have worked.
Oh yeah, true. This Metroid music fits really well for Random going through this Ninja Gaiden stage.
Just I can like barely hear it.
No. I could maybe turn it up too.
I don't care. I could turn it on the stream.
Yeah. Okay, come on, Random. Come on.
Oh, it's the Norfair music. Okay. Okay, we got that. We got the swag star. It's doing some work. Get in there. Okay. 4 hits. 3, 2, 1. Ba-boom.
Heck yeah.
Let's go.
Your turn, Giants.
Oh. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Really, like, the fire wheel here is a really bad weapon because it's just hard to hit the dudes walking in the platform. Unless you have to sink a little bit and then you can hit them. Bet she's gonna be really good at 6-1, or this first screen, by the time it's over.
So, I think with that Brother Kyle Archwinger fight, Random 64, and the sick boss kill in Ninja Gaiden 3, I think we might be calling it a night here on the Best of Ness. But again, we still got 11 runners, so watch them all. But
right.
This has been a fun time. I'm glad so many people joined. We still only have 3 DNFs. Like, every race has had more than that at this point. So people are motivated. It motivates us. So I'm glad everyone was chilling, watching, hanging out, cheered everyone on for the last 5 weeks. It has been a fun time. Black, as always, too. Enjoyed doing this with you. It's always a fun time.
Yes, sir. Super fun. Big 20 season, a lot of work, but it's always worth it in the end.
It is always worth it, as long as people had fun. But we're gonna get a raid going.
Yes, we are.
Big one. Make sure to keep watching in chat. I think, like you said, we got 11 people going. Keep cheering everyone on. They might need your help. Go help.
Yes, go help. Yeah, thanks for watching, y'all. Super fun. GG Big 20, number 20.
Yeah. It's been a pleasure, Big 20.
Yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow.